Okay, the recording has begun. Are you guys ready?
No.
Trying to wink. Trying to get in character. Can someone stab out my eye?
Yeah,
Hold still.
wait, but you work tomorrow.
Actually,
Do you really
no,
want to have a
I
stab
don't.
die for work?
You have a sword. Go get your sword.
No, this is adequate.
Wait, there's a sword?
Put the knife away!
It's
You didn't tell me there was a
Weather
sword?
It's self-defense for a man who asked to be
I feel like
stabbed in
we
the
looked
eye.
for weather
Exactly.
today already.
It's consensual.
No?
Alright,
Oh, weather.
first let's start with,
sword.
yeah. Did you not, we were talking about it
No, I never noticed. Can I...
later. Let's do it later. I've started the recording, sit down.
Alright, you just go over the recap while I touch this, alright?
John,
Alright,
stop touching the sword.
the recap for everyone shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm starting the recap. Okay, children? Okay. Alright, so, last session. The party arrived in the stormy small town of Tarnkirkia, on the coasts of the frozen Baylor Lake. They met Anna, a cleric of Thor. She became the guide for the party through the maze of frozen waves. Katunye made a necklace out of the raven skull and gifted it to Mikkel. Odell spoke about him and Erik's history in the military together, and Anna woke everybody up in the morning to begin the journey and drew protection runes in ash on people's foreheads. After a long journey in the cold, the party hears howls in a frozen cavern and decides to check it out. Nothing is found, but Stonk looked at his reflection. The party retreats once they hear the sounds coming from the cart. The party fends off a swarm of demons ambushing them from the frozen waves. Stonk, amidst the fight, fell under the effect of a spell. He grappled Slane and pulled out the draconic book before sticking his hand into the book. Stonk reels in pain and covers his eye, and Anna and Mikkel work on containing the curse with containment runes. At the same time, Slane lied about the origin of the book to Odell after the party witnessed what happened to Stonk. Slane also attempted to console Erik unsuccessfully. The party sees two gargantuan figures amidst the trees. One, a frost giant covered in pelts, Yaklama, and the other was a massive forest giant adorned with twigs and leaves, with wooden deer horns known as Ahma. Ahma was winning against Yaklama, but ravens were actually seen flocking around her shoulders and face, pissing her off further. The party notices that Ahma is missing an eye, with the other one being red. Well, it was revealed that this is Yaklama's territory. Ahma showing her face here was odd. And once the party made it to the frozen docks of Havensjon to meet their contact, a man named Gotti, who was petrified in the corner, missing his hand. He reported that a man was trying to send a message to the party, and outside of the docks, Mikkel moved forward to see an eye drawn from the blood of Gotti in the snow. It formed a red eye staring back at them. Alright. And after the eye was found, it was agreed that we're picking up the pace and we're gonna get moving now. Okay. So, right now, you guys are currently moving in the cart with everybody at a heightened pace. I believe that Erik and Stonk have exhaustion.
Oh, I do? Oh, yeah, I do.
You do.
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
You took the globe out of the car.
What the fuck is the globe?
Are we rolling for weather again?
Oh, I
Okay, roll for weather.
It's the wrong one.
Nat
Nat
20.
20.
Okay, so it's nice outside.
Oh god, is it
Do I record
sunny?
this nat 20 or is this?
I wouldn't count.
Okay.
It's an official weather roll. It determines the path of the story, and I'm sure that Lauren chose many different pathways that the story would have gone depending on the weather.
Jarringly, as you guys leave this stormy lake, it doesn't take long as the sun to rise for the wind to slow down and the snow to settle. As now, in a clear sky, it's one of those days where the sky is blue, but it's fucking bitter cold anyways. It doesn't matter that the sun's out. But you guys don't have to worry about storms now. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Oh yeah, no one was saying that I have to do 20.
It was a D20 for bad weather.
Alright.
If you'd roll a 19, it would have been a blizzard.
Right. So at this time, Odell is on the front of the cart leading it, with Erik just sitting in the back. Stonk, you are able to get up and move around and talk now, but like I said, you have a point of exhaustion and you're just real fucking tired.
That's normal, don't worry about it.
Your eye is currently being covered by makeshift bandages, and you're probably not going to have anything better until you make it to the city.
Yep. I need an eye patch.
Don't worry.
Shopping episode?
Shopping episode!
Do we have a
What kind of psychopath
faceted,
likes the shopping?
part kitchenware, part
They're fun.
eye patch store?
Yeah, sure. Sure, we'll figure it out.
Does all stores have a eye patch
Harry's
section?
mystical eye patches. Does not provide any enhanced benefit. Actively reduces your sight.
Mystical isn't a descriptor, it's an adjective.
Fair enough.
You guys can take it from here.
That's a good legal out, honestly.
We will zoom.
All right.
Harry's
Makes
mystical.
Mikkel big boy right now, or is that you just...
He's just chilling.
I will say that because you guys are moving at a fast speed, you do have a -5 penalty to passive perception. It says right here on the
Oh.
travel pace.
Oh no, let me find out what my passive perception is now.
We're gonna
No,
we're gonna
it's like you
double
didn't
speed
have
to
alert.
ludicrous speed.
Oh, it
What's
goes
it
to
called?
my base passive perception now of 14.
Wow.
Tragic.
How unfortunate.
My passive perception is now. Oh, it's not that bad. That's only a 7.
Mine's not
You,
that
you've
bad
negated
either.
my alert feat, Lauren.
It's only a 6.
Thanks. Or observant. One or the other, whichever one.
Oh, that's what it says. It says at a fast pace.
No, we know. We're
Yeah.
agreeing.
I'm bad at math.
We're just all dealing with the repercussions.
We're all coping in different ways.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm coping in the worst way possible. Perfectly average.
Pretending everything's normal, it isn't.
No, it's not.
Everything is fine. We're okay.
This is
awesome. Everything's cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome.
Stop it.
It's a GMCA.
We get copyright striked every episode. It's fine.
I was wondering what this one was gonna be
I'm
about.
shocked the Lego movie.
No. We get copyright striked because I put background music.
Oh,
Oh
that
yeah,
too.
well that's fair, but like
You see, that automatic copyright claim doesn't matter because we're not monetized.
Yeah.
And it covers up the actual copyright infringement.
So when our fans listen to it, many, many years from now, they'll hear all the copyright strikes that we should have had, and no, we're still not making money off of this.
Yeah. We're still paying back our lawyers.
student loan.
You think we're gonna get our own anime?
Look at how beautiful it is.
Mikhail just
We deserve an anime.
I'm not. No. Okay.
What do you think about this upgrade?
I think it looks pretty good. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
I'm
No one has any idea what looks good, but it looks good.
Good job, Matt.
Use your imagination.
Proud of you,
Look-
Matt.
look good, right?
I'm an artist.
Don't you mean an artiste?
No.
Okay,
otherwise
Also
I'm not
cries
stuck
in
up.
the side.
So we're traveling at ludicrous speed.
So you're traveling at ludicrous speeds.
Ludicrous speed.
We've gone to plaid.
No one's rolling perception right now.
Do I go ahead and cast a spell?
No, don't cast spells. Those are bad.
Cast remove curse.
I mean, I was gonna cast Pass Without a Trace. I don't have Remove Curse prepared.
Remove curse is also third
I was
level.
gonna say, that's also a 3rd level spell, which I
Cast
would get.
add curse.
Next level, I can get Remove Curse, but not
How-
this
How
level.
stealthed am I?
Because you're all in the cart moving fast, not
Not very.
really.
Can I personally be stealthed?
I mean, you could just hide yourself in the cart.
I like to hide.
Okay.
The cart is very
So
obvious.
Tekahn sits down in one of the corners of the cart and pulls like a blanket over his head.
Not a lot more boring than I thought it was going to
Look, you're in the cart.
Where do you expect to hide, Matt?
This guy's like a little
Do you want to get in
can't
Katuni's
just-
barrel?
No,
You can't just crouch in front of the frog and it will forget you will exist.
No,
No,
I was.
that's
I was
so
gonna do this thing where it's
unrealistic.
like gonna hold on like under the cart and be there and no one can see me.
If
That is redundant.
If you
Also,
don't move,
ow,
it can't
that would be
see
so
you.
painful.
You're moving so fast right now.
You get hit
If
by
you
a
fell
rock
off,
every
we're not
5
coming back to
minutes.
get you.
Tekahn would suffer permanent brain damage from that.
What, he doesn't already have permanent brain?
I think he was just born that way.
If you just hug the tire,
I'm so sorry.
they would never expect you to be there.
You smart.
Did you just say be smart?
Things like the underbelly of horses.
No.
I could do it.
Wait, can I sit on one of the horses?
Yeah, there are 2 other horses who are not pulling the cart. Stonk, did you get on one of the horses then?
Yes.
Is he
because
up for
I'm
horse
tired.
riding?
Okay, so Stonk is on a horse and you're just like falling asleep on it. There's one other horse, so Tekahn, do you want to get on the other horse?
Yeah, I know it.
Sure. They don't have names yet. Okay.
Wow. They got bred and raised, and the owners just said, "You're horse, and you're also horse."
And now its name is Shizzle.
You
Alright.
are now.
So feel free to put yourself like on the side of it next to one of the horses just to say that you're riding it. Oh, are you riding the one at the front of the cart?
Are there other horses?
There are 2 other on the side, but there are 2 pulling the cart.
Someone's a cheapskate and didn't print out.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
I'll print that tomorrow.
Nah, I'm
What a
kidding.
concept.
Yeah, good enough.
Are you just gonna sit at the front of the cart then? On the horse?
On the horse.
Okay.
I don't know if
Shizzle.
that's not.
Shizzle.
Okay.
And his
Are you just gonna
partner,
put like the
Foe.
name of the horses underneath it?
Combined together, they are faux shizzle.
I mean, they don't be named as it.
Shizzle.
That's some
Yeah, hear me
territory
out.
you're treading.
Hear me out
You
though.
almost had it.
We name one foe, and then we have one named Shizzle,
Did that.
and then we have another one named
No.
My, and then the last one's Nizzle.
Oh, I did not think that's where you were going with
No.
That sounded extraordinarily bad. We almost had to cancel you.
that.
I'm sorry.
You said Nick, and you're like, wait.
Wait, this might be bad.
No, I was skipping a step, and my brain was like, I don't appreciate the skipping of the naming.
Faux shizzle my nizzle.
That's
Okay.
still not
All right.
ideal.
Nope.
This is an excellent start. We haven't even talked.
We've already lost
I
our
think
sponsors.
canonically right now you're all just kind of spaced out.
That makes sense.
It's been
Copyright
a
stricken,
stressful.
Age restricted now. Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome. Any other restrictions I can get to?
Okay.
Oh
Well,
no,
no.
we've been demonetized because of harmful content.
Oh no.
Oh, whoa.
We're gonna lose our HelloFresh sponsorship.
Oh.
Their fetch rewards.
Wait.
Oh, look who's here! It's Mocha.
Mocha.
We're sponsored by Mocha though, and we'll always.
I
be
am
sponsored
so
by
happy
Mocha.
the recording picked up. Like I was saying something in the back, and you just hear Mocha go. Alright.
Alright, so we're going at ludicrous speed.
I would say
Until the plot
you're not
happens.
going ludicrous speed. You guys are just going at a faster pace because running would be even less safe.
Yeah. How many nautical miles per hour are we going at?
What's a
Nautical
nautical mile?
mile per hour? It's just called knots.
What? How long is a nautical mile?
How can you possibly call it a knot if we're on land?
Tekahn has never seen the
It's just a
ocean.
mile per hour. Not a nautical mile per hour.
I can make it a nautical mile per year. Like how fast is that?
One nautical mile is
How-
roughly
what percentage of light speed
1.54
are we?
miles.
7.
7% light speed?
Woo, we're off the planet!
We have escaped the gravity of this world.
So
No magic.
So the one nautical
Apparently
mile
no
is roughly
gravity,
1.151 miles.
How much is that in inches?
You know what, Matt?
Okay, alright,
2
Matt, shut
inches
the
per
fuck up.
nanosecond.
Okay, someone needs to get some duct tape for Matt just so we can get started.
I brought some. I'm into that.
Okay.
I will say Stonk is on the horse. He is tired, and he is more distant than he normally is, and that's all I'm going to do.
Is there a reason for that?
I don't know. You could find out.
I wonder what that reason could be.
Oh, I just don't think he likes us.
Mikhail is anxiously reinforcing his runes.
On
His person.
On his person, okay.
Petunia is just kind of like hanging out of her barrel a little bit with her arms.
What is a Petunia?
A child.
Have you not?
Process that.
Well, no, it's just like this thing in a barrel. I don't know what's
It's
in the barrel.
a human child. A 4-year-old kid.
How did it get into the barrel?
Maybe that's a question for you to ask in character.
Hey, how did this thing get into this barrel? What is it? Why does it need a barrel?
Somehow more insensitive than
Are you
Stonk's
just
question.
Are you just staying this like up on your horse, away from the cart?
Yeah.
This is the second time Petunia's been referred to as a thing, right? Or it?
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
My fur just fluffs up when you call my daughter a thing.
It's your daughter? Are you human?
I didn't say that.
You can be adopted.
Well, maybe. I mean, I guess I draw that assumption first, right?
I feel like the current hypothesis of the party is
You were
they
adopted.
haven't reached puberty yet.
So?
You think that you'd be able to pick up on that?
Do you know how many children I have?
Yes, 0.
Exactly.
I think he's
That we know of.
canonically a virgin.
Wow. Okay. Actually, Tucker and Dale aren't fucking doing anything.
So confused.
Tucker and Dale? Tucker and Dale?
We'll get there.
Is this campaign's Chud? Tucker and Dale?
You'll see. You'll see.
Oh my god, it is Chud.
He does not answer.
No, they're different people.
Tucker and Dale are different people.
But
And
Chud.
Chud is different from Tucker and Dale.
It's Tucker and Dale is not one name. It's 2 different names.
Whoa. Chud's 2 people in this campaign?
Josh, I just remembered I brought marinara sauce. Can you put it in the fridge? I forgot that I brought it over.
Marinate
Mocha's like, why'd you leave me? Okay, let's continue though.
You know, he is offended that you call his daughter a thing. He does not reply.
That wasn't very useful. You're like, hey, let's ask this question in character. No, don't.
Well, you asked it in a very disrespectful and
I-
dehumanizing
You
way.
got an answer. Your answer was he doesn't like you as much anymore.
I mean, that wasn't an in-character question. I thought this was already an established thing. I just thought I forgot about it as a
Oh,
player.
yeah. Continue.
Everyone is super fucking dumb when it comes to answering questions, and that makes it very hard to interact with Mikhail, who just immediately shuts down when a dumb question is asked.
Which is wonderful.
He doesn't mind dumb, but you're doing dumb in such a way it's offensive.
It's just who we are! I thought you would have figured it out by now.
You guys aren't politically correct. I can't speak words.
You can't have political correctness
Matt, do you
in an
have that
empire
hat?
of only humans.
Are you saying humans are problematic?
No, it's for you. You're the one using it.
You're gonna eat those parts.
This is going great.
Yeah.
I don't
This is very entertaining to just watch.
What are you walking?
You have nothing
You
to
too.
talk to Stonk about.
Oh,
by
I
the
do.
way.
I'm gonna let this conversation play out first.
Okay.
Wait, so,
And-
wait, we're doing this in character now?
That's what the assumption was.
I said, Matt, this is a question for you to do in character. So you
And
turned
then
to
you
Tyler
I'm
and said,
losing
"What is that
sanity.
thing in the barrel?"
I'm losing sanity.
Well,
You
yeah,
had
let's-
sanity?
Yeah, let's go with that then. What's that thing in the barrel?
My answer is that's offensive. He's not gonna respond.
You have to keep interrogating him. You can't let it up now.
Yeah, no.
Does it have hair?
Yes. You can see it.
You can see that with your eyes.
I didn't know that. I don't know what it is.
Would you like me to describe my daughter?
Sure. Are you doing this speaking in character? Or are you just rolling totally?
Yes, you ask her, what is that thing, that horrible thing? And I go, oh, this lovely thing is a human child with brown hair with a little hat. She's a little scruffy, but
If you don't remember in the memes channel when I was sharing drawings,
Mikael just gives you
I'll
a
just share it.
detailed description as he holds her up.
Wait, she comes out of the barrel?
Detachable?
You see both Mikkel and Katunya giving you the exact same facial expression.
I genuinely believed that this like little thing had to be in the barrel.
It's not Gollum.
I didn't know it left the barrel.
I'm gonna resend it in general.
Okay.
This is
I need to
this is
see this.
Mikkel's portrait.
I didn't know this. This is crazy.
You're learning new things.
It's not a wooden barrel. It's a wicker basket.
Oh.
It's child.
That has more AC than
Oh, the other
most of this
thing's
party.
Mikhail.
Yeah, that's Mikhail. Not that. That's not Mikhail. That's Mikhail.
Unless you ask Stonk, then they're both the same
Wait, you're like a
species.
tiger?
He's
It smells like it.
he is a cat man.
What'd you
Oh, yeah.
think I was?
I genuinely did not know this.
Oh,
All right, Matt. I'd like you to take a minute to go to the information area in the Discord
right.
and look at the character art.
do we need to give you a moment to do that, Matt? Do
I
we need
don't-
to do stuff?
I don't know if I've ever.
We're
checked
just.
that
I'm just gonna
barrel.
think. Oh, is he one of
Wait,
those
which one?
Character.
race blind people?
Where is this? Character art?
Oh, I've literally never clicked on this before.
And that would be why we're...
Matt doesn't see race.
Okay, so who's that?
That's Mikkel. That's
who's
Chris with
That's
Sonet.
Chris. That's me.
That's you?
That's Tavi.
That's Tommy.
That's you.
Wait.
you.
So Matt, when you were asking
you.
that,
That's me again.
when you were asking
Eric.
That's Eric.
when you were
Eric,
asking that
fuck
question,
Eric.
Matt, about how you should imagine stuff, you were asking this question without ever having looked at the character art,
No.
correct? Okay.
I literally ran with the idea. I said earlier, like he just feels like Drax, and I just envisioned Drax the entire time.
See, he's not far off from Drax.
That's close. That's fine. That's okay.
But I
a
thought he
picture
had
of-
looked
But
at the art.
thinking, but thinking that Katunya is just a blob in a basket.
Okay, I thought it was
A
like
gelatinous
You should have a
cube.
picture of Odell at some point.
Yeah, I shared one of Odell.
At some point.
I
Someone.
thought
He's
that
bald
it was
and
like
he's
some
got
like being that was just trapped in this
lumbar
barrel
teeth.
that couldn't
He's got-
leave,
he's got-
and like we were just carrying it
He's got
around with
the
us for some
bald
reason.
Oh my god.
I think you're gonna have to search for
I'm
it.
sorry, that is so fucking funny to me.
Yeah, I know. I was
This
so
is the wrong
lost.
chat. That might explain why I
So-
can't find it.
Let's let this interaction continue now.
Yeah, now that you
Now that
actually
Matt's-
know what Mikhail is, would you like to continue this? Because I think the more apt question that you should have is, why are you furry and the child is not?
All right, let's start take it from the top.
We just watch as you have this mental breakdown as you process that race exists.
Just cogs.
It would be a great character feature if all this rambling I've been doing out of character is actually in character. Everyone just thinks I'm like a lunatic or something.
Maybe it all happens in your head and you occasionally like let loose.
It all
one or
hits.
two myths. Or-
It all hits in like 30 seconds.
You're just trying to figure out, what is this kid? Does it have hair? I see it has hair.
For a
What
second,
does that mean
just out of
about our
curiosity.
relationship?
For a second, did Tekahn just have Martha eyes?
Yeah, his eyes just started separating.
So, where is the kid's hair?
Are you saying this, or are you
Yeah.
looking?
Yeah.
He just sort of pulls the hat back a little. That's where most humans have their hair on
But,
their
like,
head.
Yeah.
Why isn't there more hair?
I do not understand your question.
You have hair. The kid doesn't have hair.
Do we have to shout? Could you come closer? As you are like 10 feet away on a horse.
I thought the cursed conversation was as bad as
no, it can always get worse.
It's a windy and we're sprinting and you're 10 feet
I-
away.
I sit right here.
Okay.
There. I push Eric off if he's there.
Oh.
I don't like Eric.
Where is Eric?
Why?
What's there like about Eric?
What do you mean? He's literally like the only likable person
You
in this
literally went
fucking
around
party.
my campaign.
None of the rest of us are like.
You went around my campaign saying, we saved Eric, give me money.
This is the actually likable Eric.
Okay, so I might have been
Odell
convinced
is the unlikable one.
Okay, so I was convinced that the unlikable one was both Eric and like Greg from the other campaign, so I thought everyone hated Eric.
No. Everyone as far as I know, people like Erik. Odell is the one who's been a bit of an asshole.
So people don't like Odell.
Yeah, no one likes Odell.
So then Odell's the new Erik.
Odell's a new Greg.
I will.
Okay, moving on.
No one likes Odell.
Okay, so we can continue this conversation then.
Okay, so you've come closer.
I've come closer. I got off of Shizzle.
This is like Silne and Stonk of not knowing how to respond to this.
Stonk's just zoned out on his horse.
Wait, are you on the wagon?
Yes.
So you can hear this conversation.
Oh, I have been just listening to the conversation.
I did say,
Yeah.
is he one of those, race blinds?
I did kind of nod, like questioning.
As we watch you have a mental breakdown and process. Wait, they don't look the same.
Yeah.
Ketunye, and I'm just like pick her up and put her on my lap. Ketunye is not of Tabaxi.
He's a Tabaxi.
Why do they have barrels?
It is how do you say wicker?
It's a wicker barrel.
That's just a mini. That's not what it looks like. I don't dunk her in the ale.
Okay, from now on, I need to take a note. I need to be very specific.
You need
with
to be
that.
very literal.
Very literal.
I straight up thought this kid was like poking their head out of a barrel.
They don't have a reinforced wicker mini.
If I'm being honest, I kind of was picturing that too in my head.
It's
Yeah.
not terrible. It's not the worst.
I was very confused for.
I
a
thought it
little
was
bit.
just a barrel that had been like
Yeah.
cut in half and then had like some sort of retractable shield. thing
It's a
on the
wicker
top.
basket with
It's
steel
a-
woven in.
It
It's a
is-
studded wicker.
Yeah, I just kind of thought it was a studded barrel.
It's like probably about the size of a large laundry basket.
Okay,
Wow.
so let's continue the conversation.
Yes.
So that is not a barrel.
Astute observation, my
Oh,
friend.
Tekahn.
I'm just looking him over, like I'm trying. Can I insight check him to see if the curse is having an effect on his mind?
Sure.
Have fun.
Allowed to do that.
Okay.
12 plus 1. 13 insight. Is he mentally stable?
You
That is a
believe
very
they're
specific question.
unrelated.
Hmm?
The cycle of the moon has had little to no effect on Tekhann's mood.
So yeah, it's not the moon. It's just me.
Why would it be a barrel?
It looks like a barrel.
It is wicker basket. I don't. Barrels are wood. This is wicker.
Oh, well then I take your word for it. It's a basket.
Have you seen a barrel?
I've heard of them in stories.
This is all canon.
Erik is just looking at Mikkel like that. He's holding his nose like
At me or at him?
at you, not because of you, but because of him. He's
In
like, "Are you
sympathy of
kidding me?"
In sympathy towards
Yeah.
Okay. At me and with me are two separate things.
He does. He looks at you, but he's doing it with you.
I hold my nose in your general direction. That's Erik.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so it's a basket.
Yes.
Not a barrel.
It's not a barrel.
Why is there steel?
Anything can have steel in it. Tekahn. Erik pipes up. Your sword is probably made of steel.
Well, yeah, that's a sword. The basket isn't a sword.
The shield on the basket.
It's a shield?
There is a shield on the basket.
There is, in fact, a shield on the basket.
This is news!
Are we just saying it's canon that Tekahn cannot see the universe around him? He only sees the minis on the table.
I believe it.
I believe it.
Okay, wait. So I have a question.
Mhm.
When you said steel, is the entire basket steel, or is it a literal like shield plastered on the side of a
It
normal
is.
basket?
So it's a wicker basket.
It's a wicker basket.
There are like studs, like small little plates studded into it, and then on top of the studs, there's a shield,
It's like
full ass normal shield.
It's like hung on it.
Okay, so it's kind of like Legos.
Matt.
I'm having a real hard time
Okay,
visualizing.
so
this.
there's a shield, and you hold it like this, right?
Yes.
And there's like
It's
a little
got-
strap on the back.
Yeah, there's like a
He
little
has
strap.
tied the strap to the basket.
Okay, so then what are the steel things in the basket for?
the reinforcement
Why is it reinforced?
to keep it safe because there's a small child in there.
How did it get reinforced?
You did it.
You did it? You know how to weave baskets?
I have some skills, yes.
Wow!
I look at Slane. How do you usually handle? I just gesture to him and then to Stonk as in comparison.
Stonk yawns.
Stones. Steroids.
There's no good way of handling that one. This one, I haven't quite figured that one out yet myself.
Hey,
What?
Can I just see Erik lowering our pay by the second?
Maybe someone specifically.
Someone who we didn't originally
Oh, God.
hire.
He didn't hire Tekahn.
Tekon's along for the ride.
Can we not discuss our wages with each other to make it so we have bargaining
Tekahn is
power?
here for the free drinks. He's literally couch surfing his way to the big
I'm
city.
just here for the food.
I am learning about my friends, alright? I'm learning about the little basket child that is not in a barrel. I'm learning about the big wolf guy that can weave baskets.
He's a
He's a
cat. You're
cat.
the wolf.
You're the wolf.
He's a big cat guy. I am the wolf, and he can weave baskets. The big wolf guy cannot.
Beautiful. Okay.
And
I'm glad we cleared the air.
Yeah.
I'm still
I
feeling
think-
suffocated.
I think Christopher lost some IQ points hearing this.
And so, Slane,
Yes.
what do you do?
That's a very broad question, but I want to hear the
love how
answer.
Matt's just natural negative charisma just infects his characters.
The ones with decent charisma.
He has somehow gained charisma, but lost all intelligence to do so.
I just love watching your eyes like slowly unfold as the words leave your mouth.
Go on.
Bring people happiness.
How? He weaves baskets. I assume baskets make people happy. It makes this little child in the basket happy. Unless if they are there against their will. I have not asked this yet. Is this child here willingly?
You watch as
Just fucking choke on water.
I knew I couldn't swallow
you
that
watch
survive.
as Katsuki just lifts her little stuffed fish, this little shittily made stuffed fish, and just starts like chewing on it.
Okay.
God.
And she's not in there the whole adventure. She's just in there when she wants to take a nap or when there's arrows flying.
To be fair, it's cold outside and it's probably insulated.
Yeah, it's toasty in there.
Okay. So, the child is not in this basket against their will. This is good. So, Slay, how do you bring people happiness?
Truly, you can't beat the kid
I'm
in the
keeping an
basket.
eye out for like demonic possession.
I'm learning so much about these characters right now. This is great.
Keep going. This is great.
You know,
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I'm curious.
Okay, well, you think of an answer. I had a thought maybe like a week ago where if there were like actors, if everyone had to be played by actors, what instructions would you give the actor to play the character? And I just would be like, I feel like Tekhann's would just be like, is dumb.
Hey!
Get wasted.
Believes has high charisma.
He does. He
I
has, like,
just tell Dave Bautista to do his best Drax impression. Clearly, that's about
I think he should be
As much
played
as
by
I
Danny
know you.
DeVito.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Danny DeVito would make a great Tekahn.
oh no!
Danny
telling me
DeVito.
the kid's
No,
not being
there's this-
held against their will.
So there's a specific
Or-
actor I thought that would actually fit Tekahn if I can find them. I
Nick
can show it.
Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
No, Mikael as Nicolas Cage.
You're telling me the kid's not being held against their will.
Both Mikael and Couturier are both played by Nicolas Cage.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
A la Hobbit style.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's keep going. Slane.
I throw parties.
Enough to make everyone happy?
Well, with enough alcohol, most people are generally happy.
Erik just amen to that.
He just pulls out his own alcohol and swigs it.
Erik is
Cheers
just
to that.
longingly looking out the distance like, God, I want beer.
Alright.
Ran out of it 2 nights ago.
So, you throw parties.
Yes.
He is a giant cat that transforms. What do you kill people with?
You see Odell just kind of like turn his head like, I've seen him transform, but we know about this.
I pull out the crossbow.
We did have one conversation, but not in front of the album.
Not in front of
Do you not know what a crossbow does?
Does it do anything special?
Point at him and fire.
Do it, it'd be so funny. Execute. Don't actually do it, it wouldn't be funny.
If you shoot, you will lose the arrow.
He's good aligned. He wouldn't harm someone.
Yeah. When I pull the trigger, it hurts someone.
When you pull the trigger.
Did
When I
I
pushed
did
the button.
not mean to. Oh God.
Mark down
Marking
arrow.
down an arrow.
Forever. You're not getting that one
I'm definitely
back.
not getting that one back.
Do you have to roll an attack roll?
You
to see if we just-
sacrifice that one to the wild
Do we just
mother.
roll percentile to see if a squirrel just dies?
I will.
Yeah, Matt, roll your small d20.
Why are we firing crossbows?
19.
That probably hit a small animal.
You don't even get to eat it.
In the
It's
middle
not
of
really
winter.
bringing a
too.
lot of happiness.
No, it was like a squirrel taking, like hibernating in like a tree log, and you just right angle.
See, it does something like that, and when it hits someone, it does the ouchies.
Wow,
How
you
is it
killed
much
the
of a
shit
party?
out of that squirrel.
That's. You asked how I killed people,
Projectile spear.
not how I throw parties.
Why don't you shoot other things?
I mean, I think I've seen him shoot other things,
You see, like, Erik
but he
lean
does
in.
have band-aids.
Erik leans in and says,
Honestly,
Ah.
his band-aids are far more helpful.
Tekahn, what do you usually kill?
What do I kill?
Yeah, what do you usually fight with?
What do I fight with?
Yes.
I pull out my pointy stick thing.
Okay, you
Right
don't
here.
need to take the weapon out.
No, please put that down before you poke at Stonk's.
Yeah, before you shoot another crossbow bolt off into the distance.
Oh,
we don't need to lose any more weapons.
You're just gonna shoot the gods right.
Put it down, finger off the trigger.
Alright,
Remove the bolt.
No, it's always loaded.
so, Slane, why don't you shoot other things out of your bow?
No, my question first. What do you hunt?
What do I hunt?
Yes. What do you
Things.
kill?
Things.
Things.
Yeah, things that'll hurt me.
Do you also hunt things that will hurt you, Slane?
I generally don't hunt. But
We're
yes.
using his language. language.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Wait, who's talking?
That was Erik.
That's Erik?
Yeah.
Okay, Erik, what do you do?
Hire you for money?
Yeah. I am the chieftain of Baldenkirk, and you're currently escorting me and
I'm
my
escorting you?
associate,
And your
Odell,
associate
to Elderguard for
Elderguard.
a wedding.
for a wedding.
This is
Who's
That-
getting married? Are you getting married?
The king is getting married.
The king?
Yes.
Who's the king?
A bastard.
Oh,
Can I insight him to see
Yeah.
if he's just never
I-
paid
I
attention,
wanna insight
or if he's
this.
lost
He
all
actually
his
wouldn't-
memory?
No, he actually wouldn't know.
Then yeah, insight away.
That's a 10.
oh, that fell off the table. Unfortunate. Oh.
5.
That's not good.
11.
Still not great.
From a 5 and 11 is
10
not
and
bad.
11 for insight.
Did we ever tell him about where we were going or what we're doing?
No.
No, we kind
This
of
is the
pulled an
first
Ilva
time.
for Tekahn.
I'm getting to that part.
Yeah.
He
Smart.
the king's
Finally
name
learning.
well, Bodolf Osmond.
Bull-off Osmond.
Bodolf
Bulldolf.
Osmond.
Osmond.
Khan's just gonna say something anti-king right here, right now.
Who is he marrying? Why aren't you getting married?
I am married.
You are married?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Stonk
many
is
years
actually
ago.
cracking up now.
Many years ago. He's getting more visibly uncomfortable now.
Stonk is actually.
Okay. How do you kill things?
Tekon's asking all of the questions.
Well, I haven't done it. I haven't done it in a while.
You haven't killed anything in a while?
I
No,
do the
but-
killing for him.
Yeah.
You do the killing for him.
Yep.
How do you kill things?
Well, I take this giant halberd and then I cut them in half. You've
I've
seen
seen
me
it.
kill
Or-
many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you pick up small halflings.
Wow, indeed.
I feel like Tekahn's just having a manic episode.
Is Tekon's eyes still, like, are they still Martha eyes right now? There's no focus going on when you're looking at
Tekahn,
people. So get something
see,
else.
I'm also a hunter.
You're a hunter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I not only hunt those
You don't look
that
like a hunter.
harm us. What do you mean?
I am a hunter.
You are? What do you hunt?
I'm not a hunter. I'm a trapper.
A trapper? What's the difference?
I trap
Trap what?
things.
Shut the fuck up.
Things walk into them.
Okay, what specifically do you trap then?
Things that walk into my traps.
Okay, well, specific animal. Is there a specific animal or types of animals?
The collective.
Because there is. Do you remember?
Bears.
No.
That's fine.
No, that's not it. You.
Wolves.
Yes. There you go. There you go. That's correct, Matt.
I got a second.
He's getting.
I reach for the ash, and I just reach forward to his shirt and just make the Isa rune. It means stillness. It's about emotional control.
Wait, I have a question for Odenkirk, or what that guy's name is.
Odell.
Odell?
Okay, you want to know the best part is that you got 2 parts of the 2 different cities, but they were correct. There's Elderguard and Baldenkirk. Odell is from Galeful.
Okay, he's just heard so many names, you start to merge them all into one person.
I'm just gonna ask you this now. Is Tekahn muttering to himself these questions as well, trying to,
No, I'm saying them out loud.
Oh, okay.
Genuine questions.
I have just drawn a rune on you. I don't know if it'll have an effect. I'm trying.
Can I roll a
Spiritedly. Yeah.
So,
for the room?
Mm-hmm.
Odell,
Yes.
why are you here?
13.
Because I was also invited to this wedding.
You were?
Yes, I was.
Am I invited?
He actually shifts his head for a second and says, "That's not up to me."
Are you married?
Can I roll an insight on that?
Then you see Odell. No.
I look at
No.
Yeah, look at Eric. Is he invited?
Roll insight.
Dirty 20 for that insight, and it was a 13 religion for the
Isa
19.
for 13 for religion.
Yeah.
So what are you insight checking?
Well,
The rune.
I was the religion was for the rune.
Insight to see if it's affecting him.
That I didn't roll.
No. I'm saying, was that what it was?
Oh no, the insight was for
to know what it is.
Isa is a rune that's literally just a line. It means stasis, stillness, self, ice, frozen.
Telling him to chill.
It is the self-control rune.
It kind of like seizes up and collapses.
Okay. Odell,
Yes?
does your wedding invitation come with a +1 for a partner? Would you like to get married?
You see him nod his head and says, and he goes, no, I don't want to get married. Both Erik and I were invited. And if Erik decides to invite you guys on his behalf, that's up to him. Tavi is who I'm inviting.
Tavi, you're marrying Odell?
No.
Do I see a blush?
No, this is the look of like Tommy's been tapped out this whole time and just tuned in to hear this, and he's not okay with this at all.
Wait, he tuned out those saved brain cells.
It's like when you're like kind of spaced out and you tune in, you hear just utter nonsense, so you just immediately tap out again. That's what he did like about 5 minutes ago.
So Tavi, you're going to the wedding?
Yes.
And Odell's inviting you?
Yes.
Do you know the king?
No.
Odell says, I do.
You know the king?
Yes.
Does Erik know the king?
And Erik goes, we've shared a few words, but not really.
You? Yeah. What were they?
I never thought about that.
Wait, what'd you just say?
Erik has spoken a few words to the king, and he said, what words?
What?
what words were they?
Okay, actually, I do want to know that.
Erik sits up and says, I think I was there the day he stepped up to the throne, actually. That's the first time I met him.
Like a bitch.
We were both young, but
How young?
maybe, I think 20 or so years ago.
Oh, I would have never guessed you're more than 20 yourself.
You look at him as he looks to be solidly in his late 50s.
Flattery, huh?
He's like, you're trying.
He's doing his best right now. I turn to a Stonk and I loudly whisper so that everyone can hear it. I just wanted to this wedding. This sounds cool.
Erik says, if you're on good behavior, it's a citywide celebration.
The entire city's going to the wedding?
There are people who are invited for the more personal things, but the ceremony should be open to most of the public.
Personal things?
Well, I mean, and Erik sits back and says, have you ever been to a wedding, Tekahn?
Quite frankly, I don't know what this means.
So, a wedding, Tekahn, is when two families are brought together. A man
A man.
and a woman
And a woman.
have this ceremony together. This is the heteronormative.
Does he say that?
Ceremony
No.
together.
They have the ceremony together, and they are the ones who unite the family by becoming a family.
In fair for a word.
The king is,
So, I have a question.
yes.
If you have a family that has 2 daughters and they marry to 2 different families,
Yes.
is it now 2 families and one is split in half, 3 separate families, or 1 big family?
One big family.
Technically, the women join the men's family.
Oh!
It's kind of misogynistic.
It is.
About it.
Very misogynistic.
Says the party of only men.
We've ditched our toxic masculinity.
We've ditched our toxic
masculinity is dead. I dance now.
Toxic masculinity was killed the moment this group was comprised of mainly himbos.
But
And I think
and then he says, but most of the time, the families still remain connected to some extent. Consider it a bonding of families with the two sons, and like with the son and the daughter being what joins them together.
Why?
Well, my marriage, for example, was arranged.
It means he was forced into it.
It was
He was forced into it.
It's
was-
common. That's super
was-
common.
Yeah, it was set up for him.
It was set up for you.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Is the king set up?
Yes, I believe so.
Who's the queen?
I believe her name, Odell, do you know? And he turns to Odell, and Odell says, Kari.
Kari.
Kari of Vargen.
A Vargen. Does that name ring a bell?
We're going to a wedding.
Does
We
that
don't know
name
who the
ring a
heck
bell?
are getting married.
Okay. I have a question
Probably
about Kari.
Okay.
Where is Kari? Where's the king from? Are we in the king's land right now?
Yes, you
Very
grew,
much so.
Odell turns to you. You grew up outside of Galethorpe, right?
Yes.
You've always been in the king's territory.
Why does he own it?
Good question, but,
Does Odell think it's a good question?
Odell turns to you and says, because it is his right. The Empire has been ran by the same family for over 200 years.
But now there's a new queen.
Yes.
What happens if there's more than one king?
Well, it's normally one of the sons gets elected.
Oh. So where's the queen from?
You notice?
Have you thought this through,
No,
Lord?
I know where she's from. I know who she is. Trust me. I know who the queen is. He says, Kari.
One of our backstories.
He turns
Mine?
to you, and
Almost.
Erik.
Tekahn
Erik is just like,
sister.
I'm not quite sure. Odell says, she's technically not from the Empire.
God, she's a tabaxi.
It's a political marriage.
It's a political marriage.
She is one of the Ihminen, and Ihminen.
I'm in.
Do we know what the Ihminen is?
I tried so hard.
You
to say
two
that.
can roll. So if Slane and Tavi can roll to figure that out. So
Okay.
roll
What are
history.
we figuring out?
History. Who the Ihminen is.
There's
Oh,
no-
it's a history,
I
you
can't
say?
roll. Yeah, no. You're right.
Oh god, 5.
Sorry, Ihminen. I did it wrong.
Ihminen?
Ihminen.
Eminem.
How do you spell that?
Ihminen.
Ihminen.
Eminem.
This is like a huge lord.
That was a...
You're asking all the
You were
questions,
literally
I'm gonna
being-
call them Skittles.
you are the
So,
best device for getting
What did you
Lord?
roll?
Dirty 20.
Dirty
We don't
20.
dance
Okay.
around the point and give up after like
You
two
are
questions.
Slane. You
You're
have
like-
no
You're
idea.
still going at it. I'm impressed.
Tavi,
I'm
you would
trying.
know that
Good for you, man.
these people are
This is
notorious for not actually having the best relationship with the Empire, as they are a small tribe of people who live in the territories. So she's basically a native.
Pocahontas.
No.
yeah. That's what we're gonna.
They are more,
The gang does Pocahontas.
they're druidy. So they
It's
practice
magic.
druidic.
Water tribe.
No, druids are okay.
The gang does
Oh.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. Actually, no, it would just be Avatar.
It's Korra.
So, the king has a lot of money.
I'm talking about
He owns
Avatar.
everything.
Yeah, you could
Thinks
say that.
he does.
Does he own bananas?
I do not know what a banana
What-
is.
What is a banana?
I am also curious about
You
what
keep
a banana
mentioning this
is.
thing, and I have no idea what it is.
I have been told of this mystical edible object.
Who told you,
Yeah.
Tekahn?
Tucker and Dale.
What, Tucker and
Who
Dale?
or Tucker and Dale?
They lived in a cabin in the woods.
You have a cabin?
In the woods?
Yeah,
That's where you lived.
yeah.
God, we're
Did
finally
you not
getting the
have-
backstory drop.
Did you not have cabins in the woods?
No, those are very common. Thank you.
You have one?
It's not in the woods, but it's right on the edge of it.
Why not?
Because I help run the town, I prefer to be a little bit closer to it, you know?
You run a town?
I am the chieftain of Baldinkirk.
Baldenkirk?
We've already established.
We're going in circles.
We've done this within this conversation.
No. I didn't know they actually did anything.
He told you he's the chieftain of Baldinkirk. You
I
are
didn't know-
escorting, like, basically a
Mini
mayor.
royalty.
2 mayors.
Yeah.
2 mayors.
Weird.
And so then, where,
Odell.
Odell.
Yes.
Okay, so
Brian.
Odell is his last name.
Galethorpe is
Yes.
where he's from.
Yeah, that's where you're from.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
And he's from.
Yes, but you're
He's
from
your
outside.
particular
I'm
mayor.
So
outside.
you know how you say you're from LA, but you're not actually from LA. That's like, okay, I say I'm from Madison, Wisconsin, but I'm not actually from Madison. I'm from somewhere outside of Madison. You would say I'm from Galethorpe, but in reality, you're from outside of Galethorpe.
You're from the woods outside Galethorpe.
Yeah.
I'm from a cabin in the woods.
Yes.
Of Galethorpe. Of
Near-
Galethorpe.
Near Gale.
Okay, and we are on a path to the capital
Elderguard.
named Elderguard.
Yes.
Are we seeing lights, like,
Being switched on.
being switched on?
Dude, this squirrel's tired, man. Okay. So I think I have my head wrapped around this.
He's trying.
Good.
So
job.
then, Tavi, how do you kill people?
I don't think we addressed that one. Yeah, that's a fair.
With my ball. Okay.
Your maul? Can I see? Can I physically see this maul right now?
You see Odell turn you. Have you killed people, Tavi?
Not people, no.
You
Roll deception.
Wait.
Because you have.
Oh, did I just start shit? Oh my
Oh,
god.
really?
Well,
This
you
is
only
bad.
started shit
Can I
if
take
they
that
can't.
Oh, you killed some cultists
No.
with it.
Yeah, we did get.
Oh,
Killed some
shoot.
cultists. Although that being said, you didn't
They
hurt
were-
them as much.
You have good charisma,
They
so.
were assholes.
They
Yeah.
was.
but roll.
But you
But you
said
still
you
have to-
didn't.
You said you didn't.
Unless you want to
Still alive.
backtrack really bad fast.
Yeah, you can backtrack if you want.
Well, yes, but they were bad people.
And he goes, "Alright, I'll
Should've
accept.
just rolled
I'll accept
deception.
context for that later."
Mhm. You should have just
You should just go.
lying to him would have been.
You
much
have
easier.
good deception. Come on.
What
Didn't Tavi hit you with that hammer?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I got hit with that hammer.
No wonder he's so dizzy.
Oh,
What does
Can
it
I-
do?
Hey,
We hit the
Tekahn?
brain cells
Tekahn.
out.
Can you do me a favor?
Baby.
Can I take a look at your head real fast? I'd like to roll a medicine check to see if maybe the bashing that was done may have done permanent brain injury.
Medicine checks are only used for jokes.
I'll give you my canon reason for it.
18 medicine.
You know how some people, after a near life or death experience, can get a little excited sometimes in an attempt to escape those thoughts? He's finally snapping into reality because he's in danger. That is my in-canon reason for
okay.
this.
Oh, so this isn't me.
This is you.
No, this is
This is you.
100% you.
This is totally.
Lauren's just
I'm
giving
giving
you a
you a
reason
reason.
for why you're doing this.
How do I know if I am me or not?
Okay,
I did
now we're
write-
getting into the
I did write that there was going to be quite a few existential crises in this session. I do have
What?
that written down.
There's one.
were you ready for his?
No, I was not ready for Tekahnn's existential crisis of
Okay.
finding out that Katune is not a
I'm
bomb
waiting
in a
for
barrel.
Monday's existential crisis as he realizes what's a kitchen.
So, have I checked off everything?
How
Do I know everything about everyone?
I think so.
Sure.
What's your last name?
Oh,
Slane.
Do you not remember? I have all of your names memorized.
I have the first name of my PCs generally memorized. I have it written on
Donovan.
Donovani.
Donavani.
Yes.
As of
This was a
Donovani, not Donovani.
Shilong.
Donavani.
Mamma mia.
Mamma Mia.
Mamma mia.
This was a random generated
My.
name, and I liked it.
Does anyone else here carry around their children in baskets?
Nope.
Is this a normal thing?
No, it's quite rare.
It's quite rare. Mikhail, would you say that you're rare?
You have not seen any other tabaxi around
I
here.
am not from here, no.
Yeah, from here?
No.
Where are you from?
Continues biting down on her toy fish.
That's also not normal for. Actually, wait. Do we know Katuni's? We don't know what
You don't know
Katuni
her
is.
age, but
I'm from the Katervin tribe, but do I have, like, what's my region
you're
called?
Vindkater.
Vincat.
The
Oh.
giant's crib.
Oh, that hurt to hear.
Crib or cradle?
It's not. It is not. It's in Norwegian, so.
Yeah, I translated it though because it's very similar enough. At least I'm pretty certain.
I am from the, how do you say? Giant's cradle?
Giant
Crib, I
cradle.
think. Is it crib or cradle?
It says cradle.
It's
on
great.
the
Oh,
map.
then that's
they're
correct.
synonyms.
Why is it called the Giant's Cradle?
I roll a history check to know why it's called the Giant's Cradle.
Okay.
Do I know about giants?
13 plus or minus 1, maybe?
Yeah. You
Because
I-
that's where the fucking gods were born.
Is where gods are from. No?
Were you born there?
Yes.
Are you a god?
Not to my knowledge.
How do you know?
That's why I said not to my knowledge, no?
So you don't know. So you might be a god.
Possibly.
Odell is just like, please, no, we're not.
Erik!
No hearsay, please.
Eric, you have a lot of power. You're a very smart man to get to where your position is.
Is Odell about to smite us for
Is-
heresy?
Is Mikhail a god?
He looks over to Mikhail and says, I do not believe so.
You don't believe so in what?
No, he is not a god.
He is not a god.
He's not a god. I'm sorry to crush your spirit, but he is not a god.
Why are some things born there gods and other things not?
It depends on their parentage.
Their parentage.
Exposition.
Are you gonna ask me
Going
what's
it
my
out.
mother's name?
This is just her maiden name.
What's your maiden name, social security number?
Let's read those numbers on the back of your credit card.
Tekahnn's writing down everybody's information right now, playing dumb. He's gonna hack into their bank accounts.
He's gonna do identity theft. By
We just gotta turn the tables on. We gotta ask him obvious questions.
What do horses eat? Do we have anything to feed these horses?
We have been feeding these horses.
Can I feed one?
Yeah.
You do it.
Please do.
Roll it.
Roll animal handling, please, as you are
Which
handed
one is that?
an apple.
D20.
Please get like buffed and just like, get knocked down.
Oh, it's really good.
Oh.
That's plus.
Animal
Are you not going to be
handling.
using the iPad?
The iPad.
I'm gonna have to take it. It's only been an hour.
Oh my god.
This is supposed to be the most info-heavy session.
I have.
2, 3, 5, 8.
Are you ready for?
You guys are like, haha, you don't even know who the king and queen is. And I'm like, oh, trust me, I know.
21.
All right, with a 21, you hold out the apple, and this horse.
It's an apple.
Yeah, and this horse like munches the apple, and you feel the feeling of like the lips of the horse just like gracefully like touch your hand as it lifts the apple up and starts crunching it.
Does it eat the entire thing in one bite?
Yes.
Tyra. How big is
Horses
this
can
horse?
do that. It's a big horse.
And small apple.
Big enough for Stonk to be able to ride
Okay,
one of them.
the apples that are in our stores right now are abnormally huge. Apples are not supposed to
It's
be
like a
that big.
crab apple.
Yeah,
So, it's a big apple. Which
Tiny
means it'll be an
apple.
Yeah, it was small apple.
Tiny apple? Oh.
Tiny apple, big horse.
Tiny apple, big horse. So it's like jelly beans for a horse.
no, not jelly beans.
Jelly beans.
No, No, it's not.
Wait. So what if we are saying the normal size?
Have you
of
seen a horse before, Matt?
No, I'm on the apple now. I'm wondering how big this apple is because you say tiny apple.
Yeah.
Like, okay, normal apple size.
Yeah.
What is the size of this tiny apple?
A lime or a lemon size.
Why don't we feed the horses?
We don't have limes and lemons.
Put the limes in the coconut.
What is-
Put
what
the
is a
limes in the coconut.
lime?
What is a lemon?
Put the limes in the coconut.
This is just my character trying to just bring in all these exotic fruits.
Now they're all canon.
Don't worry, I
Were
will
you
make
raised
sure to
by,
have
like-
some wonderful exported goods.
Was he just raised by like lizard folk from the Caribbean?
No, I was raised by Tucker and Dale.
Okay, let's continue. I'm loving this.
Two very real people.
Turtles.
Wait, Stonk, do you think that Tucker and Dale aren't real?
I didn't say that in
No,
character,
not in-
sorry.
He still says it. He can just see the table.
Tekahn hears the voices outside of character in his head. But
driven insane.
to continue at this point, I will say the
40 minutes in.
no, an hour in.
An hour into
Hour.
this.
Holy shit.
So I will
We get
say
attacked by bats, so we don't have to talk.
I will say at this point, the cart begins to slow down, and Odell says, "I think we're far enough for now, but we should still keep a good pace up."
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Dark Souls.
Okay, so now the cart is slowing down. You guys can continue.
Ooh. Okay. We're continuing. What?
Have you forgotten everything you were going to say to Stonk by this
Oh
point?
no,
Let's hear this.
no.
I think it's gonna be a personal thing.
Yeah, this is a personal thing. We might do it on watch tonight.
We'll let Matt get it out.
Yes.
Slane,
Yes.
are you a god?
Now would be a perfect time to tell them about your Lord and Savior.
I am not, but have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Illumis?
Alumies?
Yeah.
No, tell me more.
Applebee's.
Tell me about Alumies. I want to know about Alumies.
guys can have this. I'm going to the bathroom.
He's the god of partying.
God of partying?
Yeah.
That's
Of hedonism. I'm so sorry.
hedonism.
And debauchery.
I've never heard those words before.
Those are big words.
I have to actually look up what the actual definition of hedonism is real fast.
Everything you guys ever wanted to know about any of these characters, all in 1 second.
All of our brains are just shutting down.
Our brains.
Just now shutting down?
My brain.
Mine's been dead for hours.
My
I don't
brain
know what you're talking
hasn't turned
about.
on.
As far as I'm concerned, though, this might be the best way to get an exposition done.
Oh, this is the best way to get.
What's happened is you just had the clapping monkey in your brain, and you're taking a second to rewind it, and you're asking questions while it rewinds.
I found a horse and apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
Proud of you.
Yeah, you did.
Is that the first action?
Basically, the
It's a free action.
pursuit of pleasure
The pursuit of pleasure.
and self-indulgence.
Your god pleasures people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess in a sense.
Do you pleasure people?
I cover Coutinier's ears.
Yes.
How do you
I look at you
pleasure
strangely.
people? Is,
I
there,
throw.
there are children present.
I throw parties.
through parties?
Yeah,
Pleasure
alcohol.
Coutinier's ears are covered. Coutinier's ears are covered.
You throw
Would you like some
orgies?
earmuffs?
Are you giving him the sex talk?
I-
It's here's the thing. You have to wait until the bathhouse episode. It's tradition for a male
Yeah.
character to get the sex talk in a bathhouse.
I'm going to look at Mikhail. 1 second. Would you like these as well?
I take them and put them on my daughter.
What are they?
The earmuffs that I normally use for the visual bit of.
You missed. What he said was, "Do you pleasure yourself?"
No.
Do you pleasure other people?
Other people.
You throw pleasure.
Does your god pleasure other people? In a sense,
Yes.
Yep.
um,
Like,
Also, just to let you know now as well,
fucking-
your daughter has advantage on stealth for the next hour. That won't have any negative repercussions.
I still have my paws over her ears. That was just to make it more
I'm
cozy.
gonna check what's in your pockets.
Okay.
She doesn't know this is just me, like, above board letting...
So, Alamise,
Yes.
you pleasure people because he wants you to pleasure people.
Yes. I feel like you're...
We're gonna hyperventilate.
Stonk is actively, like, laughing his ass off.
You know what's wonderful is that this is lightening the mood so much, and it's genuinely, I feel like, distracting people in a good way.
Eric has stopped having an existential crisis. In
Oh,
the
don't
corner.
worry, he's gonna have an existential crisis later.
On fire lit.
Yeah. Lots of alcohol,
Alcoholic
Drugs.
pressure.
pressure.
Pleasure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else does your god do besides pleasure people?
That's about it.
He pleasures people.
Yeah.
What powers does he give you?
Band-aids!
Just stop
gives
chiming in with band-aids.
Yes.
You can give people magical
Says that in
pleasure.
between his laughs.
Do you pleasure people with these band-aids?
At this point, Odell just starts choking.
That's
I
Not the kind of-
medicine check on Odell.
Can I?
That's a 19 plus stuff.
He's, it was one of those, like,
22.
okay, this conversation is weird. Oh, what the fuck?
I pat his back and
Was
then
he-
coughs out.
Has
whatever
a
he
lot of
choked
people
on.
just tuned out of the conversation, and that's when Odell was tooting back
Yeah.
into the conversation?
This is a great conversation for a road trip where you can't walk away.
There's no escape.
That's why
It just keeps
Escape
going.
is literally death.
This is better than. Oh no, you're touching me. You're touching me.
This is better and worse. I can cast band-aids on people. I can do a
But-
lot of things.
But your god of
Uh-huh.
pleasure
Uh-huh.
gives you the ability to use these band-aids.
Yes.
So they should be pleasuring band-aids. Because you said your god pleasures people. He doesn't give band-aids to
Curing people makes them happy because then they're not dying.
Yeah.
people. Curing people pleasures them?
In a sense, you're no longer dying. It's the greatest relief, therefore pleasure one could have.
Oh, so pleasuring someone is kind of like a relief of sorts.
Yes.
I put Katuni back in the basket.
If only silence stayed in place, since we're moving forward, it's pointless. Otherwise, it casts silence around Katuni's little barrel. But this is not the most appropriate conversation to have around children. Noticing the barrel.
She's 4. She can't understand.
The basket has steel in it. She can't
She's-
hear us.
She's
Um,
not in the prime stage of mimicking.
If you say fuck, she will instantly say fuck.
But that's just instinctual when you hear the word fuck. You
Unless, here's the thing, if you don't make it sound like a bad word, they won't repeat it.
Petunia, a knife!
No!
It'd be a knife, and I would have given her the knife. It's just like a wooden, like carved knife with no blade.
you mean like
No,
what
I
you
think
kinda
you'd
did?
give her an actual knife and say it's important, you need to learn how to use it.
Well, what if she cuts herself?
You're around the age when I gave my first weapon, now go, hunt.
So, Slane,
Do you know what Nemo is referring to? Yes.
has your god pleasured me without me knowing?
Oh my god.
It's certainly a pleasure to me.
We're demonetized on YouTube.
Yeah.
I
If we
think
were
we're
age
actually
restricted
we're
before
actually
we
taken
were-
off of the kids YouTube platform after that.
No, I always could not forget, don't worry.
Don't worry. Like
I'm
the
gonna pee
YouTube
myself.
Kids platform is full of bullshit, anyways.
It's full of
Elsa
unboxing.
Gate.
If it's
Elsa Gate.
Watermelon, I don't-
Elsa and Spider-Man.
Because I don't know if I've ever been pleasured by your god. Maybe he has pleasured me.
You would know.
I would know.
He's pretty good at consent,
Yeah,
actually.
consent's very important.
Consent.
It's not
Oh, God.
true pleasure if everyone isn't enjoying it. Everyone has to enjoy it in order for it to count.
No.
Even if you just straight up had a bad time, that's unacceptable.
So, you are not a god.
Correct.
Alamis is the god.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen him?
Yes.
Wow. I've never seen a god.
You actually have.
I
You saw two today.
Or today?
Yeah, today.
Oh god.
You saw them this morning.
You saw them this
I
morning.
have not seen a god before today.
Okay. Well, when we get to the city, I assume there will be more gods there. I'm looking at Odell and Erik.
Odell turns his head slowly and says, "They're all gonna be there."
All gods
Wait.
are going to be there.
No.
The three?
Yeah.
Oh gods.
You
Oh,
know
gods.
they all fucking hate each other.
Oh
Gods.
Stonk has stopped
Oh.
laughing.
gods.
Stonk has a smile now.
Wait,
Do Michaela and I just Michaela and Slane just lock eyes for a second, just have the same
Yeah.
brain cell?
Oh no.
why did everyone stop and look at each other?
You want to roll an insight?
I just asked that out loud.
Wait, what'd you ask? Sorry.
Why
What?
did everyone stop and start looking at each other?
Those three have a reputation for hating each other
Why?
passionately. Could I?
Always backstabbing each other, that sort of
They-
shit.
they
Thor,
always-
although Thor's in charge, both of the younger siblings are like, I should be in charge.
It's a power struggle. They all want to be on top. They all want to be the head honcho, and they all stab each other in the back.
Why isn't Alamis on top?
He's like,
He,
bottom right.
This is a switch.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Power bottom.
I feel like he would be a power.
He's taking it always, don't worry.
He takes it in stride.
He just isn't as strong as the others.
Okay.
Doesn't have the same desire to be on top.
Okay, he instead desires to pleasure people.
Yes.
Okay. Is he the best at pleasuring people out of all the gods?
I'm a little biased here.
Is it sacrilegious to say yes?
Is it sacrilegious to say yes?
Yes,
It would be sacrilegious.
it
to
would
say-
be. There is a specific god who would be.
Could I roll a religion? Then?
Sure.
To see if I know which god would
Yeah.
be better at pleasure than the god of hedonism. That's an 11.
It's not necessarily better at it. It's more of a will be mad if someone is
Better.
given more credit.
Do I know which god though?
Not with an 11.
Okay.
You would know that like one of the three would be like upset with that. So.
Okay. No.
Thor gives the best candies.
You can
No.
say one of the, and they will give that.
He can work his hand there.
It's delivery.
Stonk,
See, you know.
Yes.
you are bigger than all of us.
Yes. I am.
Mikal squints.
Are you a god?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Okay, that is sacrilege.
That is sacrilege.
Okay.
That.
Well, what does that mean?
Erik just starts going, haha, very funny, Stonk, and then nudges
means-
Odell a bit.
It means
Can I roll
anything's
an insight
possible.
on Odell's on that elbow?
I am intrigued.
Yes, Odell about to
I
smite
would.
Stonk.
24.
Odell is kind of like, are you fucking kidding me? And Erik was just like, haha, he's very funny, isn't he? Ha 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 ha.
I did follow it up with
Yeah.
anything's possible,
Yeah.
Okay.
which is about as as
Who
you can
fucking-
get.
I was under the assumption that you're either a god or you aren't a god.
Well, truth is always a little more vague than that. But I don't know. Who knows what the future has in store for everyone?
So you're gonna be a god.
Well, I didn't say that.
So you're not
that
gonna
I
be.
would like to be a god.
You'd like to be a god.
Yes.
Eric says, I think everybody fantasizes about being a god, but that is not how things are, right?
Of course,
Stonk?
Eric, of course.
Yes, thank you,
It's
Stonk.
just a dream.
Of course. We can all have dreams. Isn't that right, Odell? And Odell's just like, uh-huh.
I dream I was taller.
We're just gonna get there, and Odell's gonna walk away, then the secret police are gonna come.
We cue the from Tangled, the himbo. I have a dream
I
song.
have a dream. Yes, I'm a halfling.
It's a Spanish Inquisition gonna strike when we get to the city.
So you're like 3 feet tall.
I'm 4 foot.
You're 4 feet tall.
Yes.
Halflings are like high 3 feet, low 4 feet.
Eric,
Yes.
what kind of god would you be?
He actually seems to be entertained by this question.
This is fun road trip questions.
Oh, this is a really sad answer. He turns and you see him quite seriously like nod, and he's just like, fatherhood.
You would be everyone's father.
No.
He wants people to call him daddy.
Is now
And you were the one you were the one covering your daughter's ears.
That was out of character.
Oh, come on. Stop being a coward. Say it in character.
12 plus 13 question mark 13.
You would probably know that he is a father, and he takes a lot of pride in being a father.
I know that, right?
Yeah, you know that. You were there. You guys were there when he, except for you two, were there when he said goodbye to his son. He's grown up at this point.
So you are the father.
I am a father.
You want to be the father.
Well,
The
I
son,
mean,
The
the Holy Spirit.
God. He says gods tend to represent things.
Represent things.
Yes. It doesn't mean they are.
They are not.
Elumace is not pleasure, but he
Means-
represents pleasure.
But he tries to pleasure everyone. So wouldn't that mean you're trying to be the father of everyone?
I would.
He would be a role model for
Role
all
model.
fathers.
He'd be a role model for all fathers.
Yes.
So he'd try to be a father for every father.
No, and do you know what an example is?
An example.
Yes. Do you know what an example is?
Give me an example.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you guys
This is
with
a-
like the few things
this
I
is
have planned,
emotionally
and
challenging.
the mood is gonna drop
This is
immediately.
this is the most emotionally challenging question you've asked me yet.
God, holy shit.
How do I give an example? How do I give an example of an example?
A square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square. That's an example of a rectangle.
I'm just gonna look at everyone else like, oh god, I didn't think this far ahead.
Do we ever?
We're just watching.
You're watching them panic and
We're
sitting.
not bailing you out for this
Stonk
one.
is laughing
Tommy's
again.
gonna like that one white guy smile with the go like, you know.
Anyone got an example of an example? Because
I think I found an unsolvable question.
I
I mean,
My
technically, in order to understand what an example is and use it in that way, you would have to know what an example is to begin with
Yeah.
to use that word.
Okay, now you're just fucking with them.
No, you're just fucking with him at this point.
Slane is just staring at the bottom of the cart. Like, how do I
But
give
the
an
question
example?
short-circuits Slane's mind.
Either your
because-
brain short-circuited as you ask the question, or you're fucking with them.
Yeah,
Christopher's brain may have short-circuited just a little bit for that question.
not surprisingly.
This is a curse conversation all over again.
Eric will say, well, back to what we were talking about earlier, about the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
The celebration can last maybe a week or so. So,
All the time.
there will be many activities for you to participate in.
Like a
Is
pleasure
Selene's god gonna be there? If the other gods are there?
No, I only believe the three main gods are going to be there. That's Thor, Ingvald, and Tavesta. Bitch.
Angry noises.
That is quite sad. I really would have loved to see how a god pleasured people.
It's kind of
It would
possible
be.
for him to show up right now.
Can I roll insight to see if he's like innocent about this, or if
Who
he's
was
trying to
saying
be
that?
like?
To come.
No.
But I'm saying that out of character.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Can I roll insight
I-
to see if he's trying to be suggestive with this, or if he's
No,
just
I,
ignorant?
I genuinely believe that I don't really fully understand the word pleasure.
Oh
And so-
no.
What is a 6 or whatever?
Oh, that was stupid.
Can I roll an insight
Minus
about
one.
your understanding of the
What
word
does a
pleasure?
4
Yeah.
for insight of its motivations get?
You can't tell, and the vagueness makes you uncomfortable.
That's a natural 17 insight. You don't understand the word pleasure, do you?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
He thinks it's an adjective.
Oh. Okay. So do you remember when you got extremely plastered the night we found you?
No.
Okay.
He was blackout drunk.
Oh. I forget that most people don't remember when they're blackout drunk.
That was Tekahnn's literally probably one of the first times getting blackout drunk. You know how when freshmen don't know how much they can drink? That's what Tekahn did.
Oh. So when you drink a lot and you're, very happy before you forget everything, that is pleasure.
Pleasure.
Yes.
So you shove alcohol down people's throats.
Well, you do use a barrel.
With consent.
With consent, you shove alcohol down people's throats.
It's not shoving. People have to willingly drink it.
You, with consent, willingly make people shove alcohol down their throats.
I don't make them do anything. I simply offer...
Then what's the consent for?
I simply peer pressure them into drinking.
I peer pressure them into drinking. But they still give consent.
With consent,
Coercion is not consent, Chris.
with consent, you ensure that these people, you don't shove alcohol down their throats, but you ensure that alcohol gets shoved down their throats.
No,
even though
I
it
ensure that there is alcohol available for them to shove down their own throats. In your own terms.
So then where does this peer pressure come in that you're talking about?
Am I dissociating?
I think we're all dissociating here. I think we all are going to have to
Please hit us with a plot, I beg you.
Okay.
Could Tekahn just like
shoot
stand and pick up by, like, a
basilisk.
tree
So Nate,
branch?
as you're saying these things, because the card is slowing down, you have your passive perception back. And you notice out of the corner of your eye that there's something on a tree that you're going by.
Can I
It's a raven.
look a little bit closer at it?
You turn and look at the tree and see in the bark carved
Oh, it's not.
is an eye.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna use a second level spell slot, pass without trace.
Are you gonna alert everyone?
Yeah, I'm also gonna just point out to the tree, the eye.
Eric is immediately like, oh no, not again.
Is there,
Your questions
is
have
there
been
another
great
way?
and very entertaining. We're gonna stop them for now. You can ask more later.
Not really. This is out of his domain, so he's purposely following us at this point.
Following us, isn't he ahead of us?
Andor does not. He normally resides around the area in Baldenkirk and slightly in Guildthorpe. He does not normally come up here. It means he's following us.
Stonk, you wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
No, what's he looking for?
The eye that's missing from the book?
Oh, Stonk's eye.
That you forcefully picked me up to get? Without consent?
Alright, I hear that consent is a big deal for you.
Is it not for you?
I'm led to believe that
I
it
think
isn't
we
as
got
big as a deal
canceled
he makes it.
Oh.
I assume you mean this eye, then. Is it this eye?
It's the
It's the one that's covered
right
by
one.
the
I think it's the right eye.
I think it's the right one, too.
Yes, that eye.
Well, then, fuck. You can't have it back.
I mean, I don't think it would be that hard.
How's the rune on his eye looking?
It's under the thing, so he'd have to take the bandages off.
Wait.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, Stonk's eye is literally this god's eye.
We don't know.
We don't really know the
It
origin
seems like it was similar to the.
What's his eye? What did his eye look like before? Because it was all bloodshot when we did it the first time. So how's it looking now?
He can take it off and show you.
Stonk, let us take a look at your eye.
Show me your eyes.
It kind of hurts right now, so rather not show it off. But
I think it's important.
I don't disagree with that.
Do it for the kid.
Do it for her.
Do it for her.
Maybe she's born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's
Because
a
I'm
cursed
worth
eye.
it. L'Oreal. Alright, fine then. And I'll take a look around just to see if there's anything watching. Not that I have a good enough perception to
Roll
spot
perception.
things.
You don't have disadvantage.
Hooray!
Can I also roll perception?
Yes,
See if
go ahead.
anything's...
I'll roll perception.
Also,
Sorry.
perception.
Oh, no.
I should have just taken my passive. That's a 15.
You don't see anything here, but you notice that there are more trees that have the eyes drawn on them.
There's all this more.
Maybe you should do a
There-
detect
there-
magic.
There are a couple more.
Oh! I do have a detect magic. Can I burn a cast of that real
Sure.
fast?
I will say what oh yeah. So with detect magic, as he removes the bandage,
I
the
haven't done
you're
it
not
yet.
doing that yet? Oh, are
Not
you?
yet.
Is he detecting? I thought you were.
I did something very much out of order. It's fine. I'm gonna cast it now before he takes off the bandage.
Yeah.
So
We no longer have
if that's the case, you do not sense any magic other than
concentrations.
you sense the magic. No, nothing you haven't sensed before. So
Okay.
the eye and the necklace. And do you have any runes on you?
I mean, my rune set to so many
Yeah.
runes.
Is the bird
Light
skull
magic.
magic?
Is his eye magic?
Yes.
But it's the same magic from the book.
It's this. It's no. It's not actually.
Oh.
This one, so the book was the book. This is the eye that was in the book. So I believe this one is, hold on. I need to check something real quick.
Stab your eye out.
Hey, Tyler, I have a question.
Yes.
When you get all ruined up and super
I
big, are you like
think-
Exodia?
I think it's divination and illusion.
Reference.
Divination and illusion.
Yeah, the illusion is weird, but that's what the spell it can do says.
Spell? I don't know no spell.
Could I roll an Arcana to make a guess of what the divination spell
Sure.
could be?
No, not the divination is what the eye is,
Oh,
and then
I see
it can
what
do
you're
something
Yeah,
illusionary.
like
so
especially with like the unbound like chains and stuff, right?
I'm rolling an Arcana for this, or do you want me to roll
Arcana.
He's still
Okay.
chained up, so it'd be like Exodia.
12.
Still
12.
bound.
With a 12, you can guess that it has.
Yeah, sure.
You're kinky.
It was obviously being kept, like locked away for a reason. So you can assume it has magical properties that you don't understand.
Do you say anything?
I will say that it's giving out just divination and illusion magic. Although scrying is
No
a
one knows
divination.
what that means.
You
magic.
What's divination magic? Well, everyone knows a divination, but they probably don't know, like, they know what an illusion is, but the schools of magic aren't necessarily actual things.
Okay.
It's like God.
Divination, the ability to
learn knowledge about things.
learn knowledge about things. Scrying, for example, is a
Looking at
divination
things,
spell.
And
finding
in
how
this
things
in
work.
this universe, it's also connected to like learning from the gods or learning from runes.
Let's just see Stonk.
Alrighty then. And I'll pull off the
I'm
bandages.
gonna share the image in general chat of what the eye looks like.
Better be Rudy.
Do we?
I already shared it with you. You already know.
I know. I'm gonna go look at it.
It's in general.
I don't like that.
Crusty.
It looks perfectly normal.
At this point, when Stonk reveals the bandages, it's still swollen, but the eye just looks completely bloodshot. And I will say that you, with your high enough perception, notice that the eye twitches, and it's like twitches back and forth, up and down, like he can't control it.
Is it looking at us?
It specifically has, and I'll say what I wrote to Josh. The eye moves involuntarily, and you cannot control where it looks. An effect similar to nystagmus, or it's like a eye condition where your eye just twitches. That's what it's called.
Wink.
So if you want to look up what that is, that's what it looks like.
Can you see out of it?
You can see out of it, but you cannot control where it looks.
That'd be annoying.
Yep. I can see. Got my eye back.
You sure you don't want to keep it covered while it heals, Stonk?
Well, yes, I would like to keep it covered, but you all asked to see it, so can I cover it again?
Yes. Does it feel okay?
I mean, it hurts. That's why I wanted to keep it covered.
Does it feel better?
Oh, much better.
You see the rune that you put on his eye at this point. It's a little bit smudged, but
I'm gonna cover up the bandages again.
bandages have been covered up.
Try something runes. I need to look at runes, so ignore me while I plot a new rune for your eyeball.
Are you going to do a bind rune, or are you just going to make something?
I'm trying to make it so we can't get scryed on.
Do you need a
So when you look at the Elder Futhark's rune thing, look for divinations. And it will say what some of the stuff does.
Yeah.
Or what it governs. Okay.
Does it hurt?
The eyes are carved
Yes.
into the most
Oh,
of
I
the
made
trees.
that
Not most of the trees, but
pretty
some
clear.
of them. But you can see that they're all.
Thank you for your concern.
I was curious.
Does
Yes.
does the eye before he
I
covers
was.
it up?
You were?
Since it's looking around, would like it the individual
Wait, you
eye
were?
have like recognition? Because I know like normally faces would show recognition, but since I'm trying to look directly at the eye, is it like
What do you mean?
like is it focusing on our faces and like trying to
like it can look at you, but it will like dart a little bit.
But when when it's darting around, is it looking at other people or?
It's looking at things. Yes.
Okay.
It does
But
appear
it's
to
not
be aware.
focusing on any
Yeah.
one thing.
Okay, that's what I was asking more.
It's basically like it sees Chris, darts to Josh, darts to Tyler, back to Chris again to Kelly, like that.
Okay.
It's constantly looking at things, but it's not intelligent, so
Okay.
it can't really process it.
It just notices movement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
And I cover it back up.
It's supposed to look real fucking creepy.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Exactly.
Out of sight, but it's definitely not out of mind.
Out of sight.
You could argue that it still is in sight.
That
It's
joke
an eye.
is bad.
Josh.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. All right. What would you like to do from here, if anything?
Oh.
Odell has slowed down the cart at this point and is observing the eyes as well.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Who in the group feeds the horses?
I'm assuming everybody does every once in a while.
Okay.
Would you like to do it though?
Probably
I
mostly
already-
Odell.
I already did. I just don't remember ever us talking about feeding
It happens
horses.
off screen, yeah.
Yeah, no. So
Stuff
I'm
like you guys have eaten, okay, but we don't
And
mention.
also gone to the bathroom.
I
Yes.
know. I was concerned about the horses.
The horses are fine.
Horses are fine. That is good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes. That's good.
Up ahead, you see the road up ahead, but there's one off to the side near where the some of the eyes are carved that winds between like some small hills.
So there's another like split road coming up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which way do we want to go?
I don't know.
There's the one way that has the eyes, and then there's the normal path. So if you guys are curious, you can go down that path, but if you guys want to keep moving, you can skip it.
What if the eyes are trying to take us somewhere? Or what if the eyes were on the road that we were needing to go down eventually, or as we were going, right? So what if the eyes are actually guiding us to where we need to go?
At first, I always.
They're pretty freshly carved.
I don't think
Like
the
this
druid
isn't
is trying to
stuff
help
that's
us.
been here for like a couple years. Like these, you see the wood under where it's been carved.
Oh, so if you don't think the druid is trying to help us, then maybe the druid is putting eyes down the wrong path so that we go down what we think is the safe way and get ambushed.
Well, possibly. I don't think the druid cares too much. I think, personally, and it is up to the group's discretion,
Erik blurts out, "As long as we stick together."
I think we should follow the path of the eyes and confront whatever this druid is waiting for. The longer we drag this out, the more pissed it'll be. And then the more suffering we will have to endure. Kill the druid now, don't have to deal with it later.
Don't think any of us have the capabilities to take on the druid right now.
But what if he's trapped?
That's just the way it's more like this.
Perhaps alone we couldn't take on the druid.
Resistance blindness.
He
Think about this from
took
a trapper's
control of a god. I think his
Is that confirmed what happened, that he took control of a god?
No, that is speculation.
That's speculation.
Can we tell that this like detour like goes all the way through, so that it'll lead to a dead end? There's something weird.
You can't tell. It looks like a trail.
Speculation at best.
I mean, but
If it can take control of a god and kill it, why hasn't it killed us yet? If it has that much power, why tease us with eyes everywhere?
I think we need
Those
more
with
steel
power.
baskets.
Sometimes enjoy.
have you
more than
never
afford to kill?
That's
Using-
not my experience.
Using-
Those in power want something, or they need something.
He does not want our
gone.
death. He wants our suffering.
That's not my experience, though. When those in power want something, they do it quickly, and they do it fast.
What he wants is not something that would be fast.
You see Erik just starting laughing under his breath after that.
Come here, and I take your eye patch, and I keep the other rune. I add a new one. I add Thurizaz, Nauzis.
Thurisaz.
I don't.
Nothies.
I don't speak rune.
Okay, so it's Thurisaz, Nothies, and then Isa.
Destruction of curses, resistance, and blindness. I'm making you go blind.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
I will say.
I don't know if this says shit.
I'll say if you put that rune on and the pain doesn't subside, but you now do not feel the muscle exhaustion from your eye twitching all the fucking time.
Hooray. Slow down.
Keep that eye covered.
That's why I have the bandages on.
Sass master out here.
Are they pleasure bandages?
Unfortunately, no.
What?
Only
Boy.
Slane can give those. Okay, so are you guys gonna follow the route then?
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
What happened to that lady that we were with?
She ditched us.
She
Ditched us.
said, "You guys go. I'm gonna stay with Gotti and go back." She wasn't gonna come with you. She only escorted you across the lake.
Okay, I
That
thought
was
she-
Anna.
I thought
You
she
guys are
was with us
bad
the entire
luck.
time.
Get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I forgot to get some.
You doomed us all.
We on the
Let us
I-trail?
die in peace.
Okay.
I vote for
I-trail?
From does one of the trails specifically not have eyes?
Yes.
I want to take the non-eye trail.
Right, that's one vote.
There's
against
less
I-trail.
eyes on one trail, but there's one trail that's obviously taunting.
Yeah, I want the less eye trail.
So we have 3 for I-trail.
So there's how many trails are there?
There's 2.
There's one with eyes, there's one without.
There's one with more eyes than the other.
They both have eyes.
They both
Yes,
have
they
eyes.
both have eyes. But one is specifically very much a trail of eyes.
There's no way to investigate for traps. We just have to pick one.
One of the eyes, you mean, or one of the trails?
Yeah. I do not think overthinking this will lead to a bad end either way.
Well,
So what are we doing? Odell says.
I think we go through the fastest path.
I don't know which one that could be.
Are they equidistant?
There's one path that appears to be the main path, and then there's a side trail. The side trail is the one with more eyes on it, but the main trail still has some trees that have
Why would we leave the main trail? It'd be faster.
Doesn't the main trail have more eyes?
No, it is also.
It's the side trail that has more eyes.
Oh.
no, I said
this
was
is
not,
something-
This is faster. My case was we go there to fight it and kill it so that it's not harassing us anymore. We deal with it now before it becomes a bigger problem later. That's my argument.
My
I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea. I mean, it's a bad idea, but there's no good ideas.
My
Yeah.
argument is the opposite. I want to go down the trail with more eyes because it's not the main trail, and the guy is going to be more likely waiting for us on the main trail. So then we go in there and we avoid the guy.
He's using the big brain strategy of this is all a trap, so we need to go to the one that looks like a trap.
Honestly, go eye.
Go I?
guy.
Alright.
Were you converted?
I'm confused now.
So
There's.
The main trail.
I think I've been very clear. There's the main trail with less eyes, and the side
I was
trail with
rune
more.
designing in the
Yes.
corner.
Oh.
No. So do you want the easy way that doesn't look like a death trap, or the one that
Yeah,
very,
I'm very
much
obviously.
looks like a
There's
death
one
trap?
that looks like a death trap, and I am saying you can skip it if you want.
I don't-
I guess I'm going with the group.
Death trap. Death trap.
This party is so himbo, they go straight into the
Tommy
death
easily
trap.
peer pressured.
Oh, the voice.
You do have Pass Without a Trace on. You do.
No,
need
I
to-
don't.
No, it only.
It's
He
a
dropped it
concentration.
when-
Dispel, detect magic's also
Oh, okay,
concentration.
Never mind.
If
then.
I had realized that, I would have done it the other way around.
You-
but I've already done it.
We have not rolled stealth, so I will allow you to
Okay.
swap that. So everyone can roll stealth now if that's what they're going to do.
we'll go down the eye path then. And now we'll roll stealth.
Here,
I've
Erik
not
and
rolled-
Odell got a 14 and an 18.
I'm
Hey,
taking
nice.
the earmuffs off your child and giving them to Tavi.
I have not rolled over a 10 today. So
12.
12.
I'm a halfling.
My self is like.
You do get a nat 1.
I may have, in fact, rolled a nat 1.
My gosh.
I got a 30.
What?
I get 18 plus 2 plus 10.
Oh my god, good job.
Did you roll 2 ones?
No.
Oh.
You rolled something really high. Nat 20.
I rolled a 22,
Okay.
plus 10 goes to 32.
30, 32.
The gods can't find us, Stonk.
And would you get 12?
Plus 10, 22.
Oh, it's
22?
without-
It
without-
removes your disadvantage,
Okay.
so take your first roll if you rolled
I
twice.
still only had 9.
9, so that's 19.
And then add your stealth.
I got 15 plus 7.
22
Plus
plus 10. 32.
32!
Okay.
3 of us cannot be found by the gods themselves.
So
rolled a-
Odell
I
got
rolled a 4 for a continue.
Odell got a 24 and Erik got a 28.
I rolled a 4 for
God
Petunia.
damn.
Petunia.
So
Where's
I don't know her
Stealthy bitches?
modifiers.
Yeah, fair.
There's at least 14.
Yeah.
Is it
I
actually?
rolled an 8. That's 1.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, heading your guys' way through the
death trap.
the death trap, you see as you're heading down this trail, it's not makeshifty, it's steeper, probably not meant for a cart, more of a walking trail. But as you guys are making your way down, you do see
Downtown.
every once in a while, like on the trail, you see an eye, and it's always going in the part of a specific route in the trail. So sometimes it splits, and you'll see an eye on one of the splits, like it's telling you where to go.
We follow it.
Follow it.
So you're saying we're making our way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and we're homebound.
Yes.
And another copyright strike.
I mean, we could say we're wedding.
And I miss you.
Wedding bound. Here you go.
Hey.
And now we're no longer copyright strike because it's a new song. It's a parody. And that's
learned
allowed.
that we're going to a wedding.
Yes.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot
What
this
a,
session.
what a beautiful wedding.
I didn't know that we were going to a wedding until now, honestly.
Are you gonna try paying attention,
I was paying attention.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This
Eric? You mean was it Oldenkirk? Eldenkirk?
Odell
not
Kirk.
even
Odell
there.
Kirk?
Odell
It
Kirk.
was Odin Kirk.
Odenkirk.
You got
Oh.
Chud down.
I guess I should have told everyone before we went into the obvious death trap. I have one spell slot left.
It's okay. I have 3 rages left.
As
Did we take a long rest since last session?
I got a point
No.
of exhaustion.
no, you guys took your long rest.
But I
Before
didn't
we
take
went
any
across the
damage.
lake.
No, you took it during the lake
Yeah.
when people took watches.
Mhm.
So you should be long
After I
rested
get
by now,
talk.
except for Stonk. And
I have a point of exhaustion. Oh shit! Right.
oh, do we have to? Do you guys have to reroll stealth?
Oh no, I have to reroll stealth.
Eric
real quick.
does too.
Okay.
He has
Yeah,
stealth at
I went
disadvantage
down
on skill
to
checks.
23.
Yeah, he went down to 11, so he's 21.
Yeah, 23, 21. Damn.
You're
Lost
not-
my 30.
The gods can find you again. I'm sorry.
As these eyes bring you down the trail, you not too long goes by before the eyes become more populous among the trees, and they are all facing you as you walk, as you go down this trail. They're all facing towards where you're going, where you're coming from.
Have we talked about what we're gonna say if he tries to talk this out?
No.
Have we thought that far ahead? We just decided to
We're gonna go deal with him? We haven't figured out, are we pleading for our lives?
Why?
Are,
was gonna
are we
kill
gonna
him.
try to kill him?
Just gonna try and kill him.
Alright, are you ready for the next campaign?
Yes, let's go. So, as you guys make your way down the path of eyes, eventually there's a opening. But Slane, with your perception, you notice on the snow blood.
Yes, I love blood.
So you want to roll a perception check out more?
Yeah, I'd love to.
It's that squirrel you killed earlier.
If it's that squirrel I killed, that's a
I think
16.
it's like
Dirty 20.
Although it is not necessarily noticeable at first, everyone can see the blood kind of spattered on the ground between 2 trees. As you look up towards the top. On one tree, there is a hand tied to the top of it, and 1 leg. And on the other tree is a hand and another leg, as this body was split into 2 by the trees, and the blood spattered all over the ground. And as you look around you, you see all of the trees are staring right at you with the carved eyes.
This is awesome.
Can we tell who it was? Is there a main body, or is it just arms and legs?
It's a very, very literally ripped in half body. So identifying at this point
Is there
would
a
be
head?
quite there is a head, but it's nearly impossible
in
to
the
identify.
trees.
It's nearly
Go
impossible.
climbing if you
And
want to
also-
find
I
out.
have a question.
Yes.
Is the head on the right side of the ripped in half body or the left side?
Let's say it's on the right.
It's on the right.
What does Eric
That's
have
just a
to
lot
say
of
about
information.
this?
Eric is just as a raven flies by and lands on a stump near you.
Fire! No. No. Oh,
It
God.
tilts,
do it again.
It
It'd be
tilts
so
a 10
funny.
at all of you.
How does it see me? I have a 23.
At this point, you guys have all walked in.
I stealthily walked in. I'm still hidden, right?
And it's looking around.
Just sort of standing there.
And another one flies in.
I've seen this
Take a
movie.
look at the eyes of the tree. If I take a step to the side, does it, like, follow me?
It's literally it's a makeshift carving. It's
Okay.
a diamond with a circle in the middle and then a stab in the
Okay.
center. It's very makeshifty. It's not a carved out eye. It's just carved into the tree. It's like a symbol that represents an eye.
I just needed to ask to make sure they wasn't following us the entire
No,
time.
they are carved into the tree, so it's facing you.
So are
Clearly
the
a dead
crows,
The ravens.
ravens,
The Marthas.
the Marthas, are they just sitting on the stump in the center?
There's one on the stump, and then there's another in a tree.
They're just watching us.
Mm-hmm.
Are they making any moves other than that, or are they just sitting there?
They're
watching?
just sitting there right now.
It's actually scary.
Let's go.
Let's-
Thank you.
It's clearly a
Call him
dead
a
end.
bitch and tell him to come out so we can talk this out.
It's clearly a dead end. Let's go. You know, there's nothing to see here besides
Are
the
you
body.
servants of the druid?
God damn it.
As you reveal your position, the one on the
Oh
stump.
yeah, reveal my position as if they didn't see me already.
And it turns to you for a second, and then turns to Erik, and opens its beak. A strange voice, unfamiliar to all of you, comes out of the raven, and says, "Are you haunted by the face of my burning wife, Erik? I still see her body break apart in the ashes. Do you remember her face?"
I look at
I
Erik.
look at Erik.
He
I
is
also look at
just...
Erik.
I'm just. Is this the druid talking?
He is petrified right now, just not paying attention.
We were screwed from the start.
I would like to cast thaumaturgy on this bird and move the voice of the bird.
That's not how thaumaturgy works.
Yes, it is.
Here it is.
You can project it. You can't move it.
You can shift it.
It still sounds.
You can't make it not talk, but you can
Wait, no,
ventriloquist,
that's, wait, is that wait?
I think.
Is that the prestidigitation then that can do that, where you can move the voice to another spot?
You can't do that.
Thaumaturgy is making big booms, closing and opening doors, making a big splash.
You did
Puffing
that
up
with
the
trauma.
flame.
You did that with thaumaturgy in Tyler's campaign, and I have decided that is just not something you can do.
Okay.
It's not even close to what's written, so I'm not going to allow it.
I think it's prestidigitation that has something similar. That being said, I still doubt that prestidigitation can do that either.
Because that's OP.
It's not entirely OP, it's just,
The ability to
can't-
move where voices are coming from.
yeah, but I think it's more of the fact that the way you're trying to use it is to silence the voice entirely.
That's when you
That's
cast
what you can't
silence.
do.
Yeah, it's when you just cast silence.
You could make it like a ventriloquist.
It's just a better version of silence at that point,
Mhm.
because you get to choose exactly who is silenced, and you get to,
do that as like a 5th level.
Right.
yeah,
So this.
whenever you want.
So the voice that comes out is this oddly, what's the word for it? Not stuttery, but fragile voice comes through the raven. But after it finishes saying that, it stops and tilts its head once again.
Does it sound like it's his voice that's all fucked up, or it's just because it's coming out of a raven?
Animal messenger. So that is his voice. Erik is just petrified right now. This face of, with your insight, Guilt.
What's Odell looking like?
Oh. More of a, oh god, oh fuck, it's finally happening.
I did suggest not coming down here. I would like to state that again. We didn't have to come down here.
Druid, what quarrel do you have with Erik?
The other raven in the tree pipes up. I do not want to kill you. Inspiration for Stonk.
I have inspiration.
Oh god.
The raven says, I do not wish to kill you. I wish for you to thrive.
Insight?
Yeah.
Was that specifically towards Stonk?
It's kind of towards everybody.
That's a
10.
22.
And for Tommy?
18.
Okay. Because it's just a voice, insight becomes that much more difficult. So it's directed at everyone. However, with this particular tone, it's very difficult to see if it's actually sincere. So you can assume no.
What would you have of us?
If you wish for us to thrive, then why are you sending these messages?
I want to watch you crumble into the ashes.
That doesn't seem like thriving.
One day, I will take away all of what you've worked for. Erik knows my wrath.
We look at Erik
And
again.
the raven tilts its head. That's the end of the message.
Let's go tell the king about how he should be teaming up with Erik, so then the archdruid will attack the king, and then the king will tell the gods to get this druid to get fucked up, and then all our problems will be solved.
Be like, hey yo, Erik, what the fuck did you do?
Yeah, Erik is just... He's petrified right now. And you actually notice he's crying.
There is no reasoning with you about this thing?
What do you mean?
I think he meant towards the
Druid.
druid. not
There's,
Erik.
no, the ravens are done.
They're gone?
They're not gone, the end of the message.
He knew what we were gonna say and had it pre-recorded?
I only used lines that I had written down.
We should get out of here.
Should I burn another raven? Just to say fuck you?
Fuck you, Raven.
Yeah, let's kill the ravens.
Don't kill the ravens.
Why not?
That's such a bad idea, I don't even know where to begin.
Someone's already killed a raven.
Yeah, I don't wish to bring any more of that,
Bad luck.
bad luck.
Juju.
That was out of character.
That was out of
What?
character?
Wait, did I use the voice when I said it?
No.
What did
No.
you say?
Should I use my fire rune on the
That
other
was out of
raven?
character.
No,
Okay.
We're just saying
No.
that you've already killed a raven. We don't want to do any more bad juju. That's what we were saying.
I haven't seen any bad juju yet.
The horses are spooked right now, by the way.
Yeah, it would be too.
They start moving.
So start moving, and the ravens just watch you as you leave.
Well, that was disappointing.
Who was that guy? Is it just some random person?
Ooh.
The tree.
I'm just
Wow.
gonna do this
Just some random
now.
person. They're not important.
Luckily, I have a tragic backstory, so you can't hurt me.
Okay.
We all have our issues.
What are you gonna
We
do?
all have tragic backstories.
I'm gonna need people to leave the table real fast.
Alrighty.
Can you preheat the oven for garlic nuts?
Where
Ow. What temperature?
400. They just got toast.
where am I going?
Okay.
It's not gonna be that long.
Yeah, it shouldn't be long at all.
Been vanished. What about Rufus? Rufus is kind of here.
Okay.
I would like to go up to one of the ravens and look into its eyes as best as possible.
Mhm.
It's kind of difficult.
It like turns its head so you have one eye.
Thank you. Can you take a message back to him for me?
Tilts his head.
Please let the druid know. No matter what he throws, no matter what ill will he has towards everyone, this party, it won't last. Everything fades in the end, including him.
It tilts its head and opens its beak once more and says, "One day, I will come for you. Take all you've ever owned and worked for. Those who steal what is not theirs crumble to ashes. You think you can wait? I have been waiting longer." And it flies away. Okay, you guys can come back now. I don't think you can try shit talk me.
Oh, no, I'm fully prepared. I just,
We've solved your problem. We just gotta hook him up with a new wife. Everything will be just fine.
I just have to say, though, I felt like I had to, join the himbos in that moment, and,
Join the himboism cult.
I think I've done pretty well for joining the himbos after that.
What did you do, join us?
Nothing.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Okay, we're back.
No, I'm killing.
Oh, I guess I should grab some water real fast.
Grab some water. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
I would
So
like
we're
to-
almost wrapping up, so let's...
I would like to stare at Erik.
Erik, he is, his eyes are wide, and he looks terrified, but tears are streaming from his face.
I'll ask him about that later, because at least Stonk has tact.
Does he?
He has timing.
He has
That's what
time.
charisma does, it gives you timing.
Yeah. And he has charisma.
I think Slane should talk to him.
That went so well last time.
Listen, I will apologize for that.
I'm sure
This
he
is
would
why I
love-
don't drink when I play D&D.
I'm sure he would love to have another deep and meaningful emotional conversation with
I
you.
could actually have a deep, meaningful, emotional conversation now.
I could.
No.
I had a very emotional
I mean, it would be in character for Tekahn to ask him, because he's been asking questions.
I feel
Tekahn gets the role of Captain Obvious.
I feel like the
Ooh,
comic
I
would
like
be
that
able to
role.
like beat
I just
everything
imagine
that
Tekahn
was.
going, "You killed his wife?"
Why'd you do that? And they repeat the reason.
Erik just cries.
Erik is just crying.
Just sobbing.
T-posing above her.
We go back to ludicrous speed.
Are we on ludicrous speed now?
I think we're going back to the main path, and then we're gonna go ludicrous speed.
I need to go to the town and buy garlic, because he's obviously a vampire.
Hey, most
Garlic.
He's a vamp druid.
Wait, okay, imagine this. Imagine garlic knots, but in the middle, there's like ham.
I could do
Oh. Oh.
that. That's really easy to do. I could do that.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
this is-
That would be a full meal in and of itself.
Wait, that sounds so
Do
good.
ham
though.
and cheese garlic.
Okay,
Okay, imagine like garlic knots, but in the middle there's like ham.
Okay, that
Left-
sounds interesting.
we've left the torture chamber.
She doesn't like garlic.
I'm not a garlic person. You are
And
the
you're
one. You
taking-
are the reason I don't like garlic.
I just made you some
Wow.
Orbeez.
And you're taking Italian, and you don't like garlic.
I mean, I'm okay with a little garlic. It's just wow, Matt.
You're gonna have.
Oh, does
half
Matt like my
Asian
level of
bread.
garlic?
Oh, no, he literally would put entire bulbs in his pasta.
That's
it
how you're
was
supposed to have it.
Yeah, that's
That
the
is-
appropriate way.
no, it's not.
Garlic is good.
I'm not talking about the little small little things. I'm talking about like the whole bulb.
That's how
I know what you're talking about.
God.
I would do that.
I don't think you understand what you're saying, Lauren.
You're gonna have a half Asian
That is
right next
way
to you.
too much.
You have to prepare yourself.
I think what you realized is you are from the Midwest where people don't enjoy seasoning at all, and so you come out here and I'm like, oh, this guy must be
Oh,
insane.
we
He
got-
puts garlic on
We
his
I'm
got
food."
sorry,
cheese
I'm
curds out
sorry
in the
if-
Midwest.
I'm
We fry
sorry,
everything.
you
That's
Ameri-
seasoning, right?
I'm sorry, the
Sometimes
Americans
they
who put
have
too
that.
much garlic on fucking everything. Are you kidding
You
me?
Wisconsin,
You think
your seasoning is
mayonnaise
cheese.
is cheese?
Sometimes they might use salt.
If you're really lucky.
Sometimes I put a little pepper.
Also, we need
They're feeling
to
adventurous.
we need to do role models tonight after we've learned so much about each other.
Yes, this is good. Oh, it's a fun Jackbox. We'll do that after. But let's get back to the thing.
No, let's-
wait.
Let's
Yes, it does.
let's get back to it.
Let's get back to
Ludicrous speed.
There's a mini Jackbox games that have you draw pictures. This is one.
I'm gonna make you guys so much
Thank you. That sounds like a threat. but
That sounds
thanks.
like a threat,
It is a
but it sounds like a threat of a good time, or
You think
as
if we
Tekahn
gave
is
him
a
some
threat of
garlic
pleasure.
bread, he'd forgive us?
Okay, let's get back. Let's get back into it. We can wrap this up. Okay. So I'll refresh y'all. Erik is crying. Odell is managing the cart, but seems to like be at least visually checking up on Erik. Not in a very masculine way, where it's like, I'm gonna let him cry it out, but I'm not gonna comfort him because that's gay.
No bro hug for the
No
homie.
bro hug for the homie.
Are
To be
there-
fair, he is the one who's getting everyone out right now.
Are there more eyeballs everywhere?
They are facing in the opposite direction now.
Just the same ones that
Like
we
they
saw putting
didn't
in.
move because they're carvings
Well,
on a
we're
tree.
moving forward past where we were. Are there new
I
eyes?
thought we were backtracking.
There are not.
I will stay since I'm on that horse. I'll stay near where Erik is sitting in the cart.
Are we there yet?
You've
Are we
got
there
like
yet?
2 more in-game days.
Gotcha.
I accidentally I changed the map like right before we started playing,
Mm-hmm.
and I said that you guys would only have 2 more days, but I like 1 or 2 more days, but I was wrong. I changed it so it's going to be more like 3 in-game days because I made the route longer on accident. So, but okay, so yes, accidentally on purpose, but
The gods have stretched out the
Odell
lands.
grabs a blanket and tosses it to Erik, who just kind of like puts it over his head and is just,
Woe is me, I murdered a wife.
oh yeah, that's what happened.
Well, I think that Druid's a reliable narrator.
Very sane.
Did you get paid for it?
Yes. Alright. Is there anything you guys would like to say, or would you guys like to wrap up now? Because if you guys want to sit on it for a bit.
I would.
Things I want to say, but it's gonna wait until it's like a watch.
I was going to say, I'm waiting
All right,
till
well,
watch.
we can go for a watch then.
Okay, because we're gonna have to take a rest at some
Yeah.
point. So I've been waiting for that.
So we can say that most of the road up ahead is done in silence, and once you guys do find a safe place to camp for the night, the silence continues. But Odell pulls over and begins setting up camp.
I'll feed the horses.
Is Stonk a horse girl? No, why did I say Stonk? Is Tekahn a horse girl?
Tekahn sounds like a horse girl.
Tekahn's becoming a horse girl now that Tekahn knows what horses are.
Should have been a Beastmaster Ranger.
It sounds like fun to feed horses apples, and I could say this because I've done it before, and it is fun.
It's
also-
Alright?
Immensely terrifying.
No,
These horses are gentle.
Horses are
Well,
terrifying.
Horses are terrifying.
Okay, if you don't have a nice horse, then it's
They're
terrifying.
just big walls of meat on stilts.
And
I love
their,
horses, but
their
they're
teeth
terrifying.
are just single plates.
They're massive beings filled with fear.
and
Being
hate.
around massive creatures full of
Hey,
fear is a
you
bad
know-
idea.
You know what you can do if you're afraid of the horse? You kind of like just give it a light. You get the apple in hand, you give it a nice little like under throat
Mhm.
kind of thing, and just kind of like chomps it. Right there.
Are you doing that right now?
No,
No.
I'm
you're
up with the horse. I'm like, eat. And it's like, I'm not.
He's choking. He's choking. He's shoving down the throat.
You lose a finger.
I would like to ask
No, I don't.
No, I'm joking.
Erik, a question real fast.
He at this point is outside of the cart, leaning up against one of the wheels with the blanket over him, just staring out in the distance.
I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know how old this druid is?
He was a man when I was a child, so older than he should be.
More than 50.
Maybe 20.
Well, druids are very fucking weird in how they age, and I don't like
High
it.
level druids.
He
age
could
slow.
He could be anywhere from like 60 to 1,000.
Yes.
Yes. Actually, he could be anywhere from 60 to 1,200 years.
Plenty of.
That's the average human lifespan, I think. It's 1,200. Or 120.
Is it? No,
No.
it'd be
No,
so
it's
much
not.
younger.
It's like
Like, in the-
100.
Is it
Yeah.
100?
I have the average like death. The average lifespan in the Avnordian Empire I have as late 60s.
I'm gonna live forever.
They are not the most sanitary, but they are pretty progressive for based off medieval times. Because clerics can heal things. So,
Cleric can take care of most ailments
Right,
for a
right.
price.
right, so that is Eric's answer to you.
Okay. Thank you. And then I'd like to help Odell with
Just set
setting
up.
stuff up.
Stonk.
Yeah.
You get us some wood?
Of course. Definitely go get some wood.
Okay.
Of course, druids don't live 10 times the average. Like, they live past their length. So if they were going to live to 120, then they could.
Yeah, well,
it's
keep
not
in
even-
mind, it depends on what age
Yeah.
they made it to. They
So
got that
if
feature.
they became an archdruid at 50, they have maybe 500 years left.
Which is,
A lot,
Yeah.
still.
you also would perpetually stay, like,
He was a prodigy.
senile if you don't get yourself in deadly situations.
He was
Because
a
you just stay 80 for 100 years.
He was a prodigy. He turned into an archduke when he was 12. He was a teenager for like a couple hundred years.
He still is a
I based Andor off of 3 real life people. I watch a lot of true crime.
I hate that sentence because I've heard it a lot.
Okay, we go on watches.
Okay, starting out on watches. Who's gonna do first night? Like first thing?
I'm very tired. I'll take last watch.
Eric is gonna go to sleep too.
I'll take first.
I'll take first shift.
So Tavi and why did I say Tavi and Mikkel? Okay. So for your guys' first watch, what are you guys gonna be doing?
We're on the lookout for murder ravens.
Okay, perception checks.
Kill them.
One of you has dark vision, one of you doesn't.
19.
19.
Perception. 12.
You don't have dark vision.
Oh yeah, you gotta reroll.
Take the lower.
Oh.
12.
What'd you get? Mikkel?
19.
19. Neither of you see anything that, that's out of the ordinary, but it's kind of creepy because most of the days you've been traveling, there's been at least a little bit of wind, a little bit of snow, but it is still.
Yeah, no, I'm a fluff ball as my fur is on end.
You're even more floofy than usual.
A bad floof. An uncomfortable floof.
Your tail is spiky.
It's got peace around.
I don't really have anything to talk about.
Alright.
I do either.
If that is the case, that the rest of your watch goes by, and you're good. Okay, second watch. Would that be... okay, Slane. And do you want to... Because Stonk said he's doing last watch, so
Do you
someone's...
want to do a watch with me to talk?
I would prefer that, but if I...
You could have
I can have
Tekahn.
You can have a watch with
Odell.
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 You can have Odell, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I want to
Yes.
have you chat with Odell with
You
no
have dark vision,
supervision.
right?
He does.
I have
You-
dark vision.
you do.
19.
You can chat with Odell with no one around to comment.
And he can't leave.
At this point, Odell, he's just kind of leaning back on the cart. Just like this, looking up at the stars.
On the bright side,
this is
he has
entrapment,
bigger
is what
problems,
he's
so if you
done.
get heretical, he probably won't smite you.
Dude, the best episodes in the future are the road trip episodes now. Okay.
We have
So,
to prepare for the dumbest question.
The road trips where no one can
Odell.
escape.
who's paying you?
What?
Who's paying you?
What do you mean?
You've been upkeeping the horses. Who's paying you?
I own the horses, and technically everyone's taxes pay me.
You own the horses?
Yes.
Can I buy them?
And he's like, they are my horses? Oh, if you want a horse, you can
They're
buy
my
one
horses,
for yourself.
Foe and Chisel.
Foe and chisel.
Odell's
If you
naming
want to
convention.
buy a horse for yourself, you could get one in town.
Are the horses asleep?
They're chilling right now.
Nay.
Chilling. How perceptive are they of their surroundings?
Probably not much because they have no dark vision.
Okay, so I say, I really want to buy Shizzle. He loves me, and I grab an apple and toss in his direction and just hits
Animal
him.
handling.
Oh god, if we lose a horse because of you.
Fucking. Oh no!
Yeah, you toss
It's
it
4
over,
plus 2
and
is 6.
you toss it over, and it just like bonks the horse in the neck, and Shizzle just like turns.
If it had been that one, it would have kicked someone.
Yeah.
Does it give like the bitch?
Yeah, like
The ears go back a little.
yeah, they flick.
You see, Odella, I could take care of it.
How about this? And he actually stands up. How much do you know about how to take care of a horse?
It eats apples.
Did you know that they're social creatures who won't eat if they don't have a friend? They need another horse to socialize with. So if you want one, you have to get 2.
I will buy it.
Not these ones, but when you get into town. If you can buy me a horse better than Shizzle, then I'll let you keep him. Oh, I'm sorry, her.
Her? Shizzle's a her?
Oh, he's sexist. He doesn't want Shizzle now.
Misogyny.
Is the reason why you don't want to sell Shizzle because they're pregnant?
They are not pregnant. They are 2 years old. That's a fully grown horse. Like I said, if you can get me a better horse, you can have her.
But then, I would only have one horse.
Do you know how to gamble, Tekahn?
I will gamble your horses.
You have to put something else on the table.
Your horses.
No. You have to own it. Because if you win, then you can get the horse. But if I win, I need to be able to get something. There has to be something in it for me.
It's just called a trade. It's not gambling.
No, it's gambling if they put it in the pot.
Yeah.
Do I own anything?
You own what's on your body.
I put my rapier on the table.
You're willing to part
That's-
with your weapon.
That's like half
That's
a horse.
really dangerous.
But he's a wolf man.
So you put the rapier on the table. You're really willing to bet that for a horse.
Both.
Okay.
Because you said
worth
they
2
are
horses.
social creatures and they must be together.
Bought it. Hook,
Yeah,
line, and
that's not-
sinker.
I don't think this is fair. How about this? Once Erik pays you when you get into the city, reach out to me and I can take you somewhere we can gamble.
Why doesn't Erik pay you and then you give me the horses?
I have paid off Erik's debts so many times. He doesn't pay me, I pay him.
So then why don't you stop paying him?
Because he's paid off his debts. And he's a friend, and I'm willing to help him through rough times.
Like wife murder. Would you say that we're
What
friends?
is wife
dude?
You and I?
Yes.
I would say that you are my friend's bodyguard.
So, some people might give their friends bodyguards horses.
I've never heard of that happening.
And here's the spoon obsession.
And see.
Okay, roll perception just for the night.
I don't think he's perceiving.
Oh, down.
Not with that.
No, neither of you two are paying attention at all.
That was a very deep conversation.
Yeah.
But after a little bit of back and forth, he says that he's willing to bet with you once you get paid in the city. So that's what you gain from that conversation.
Oh wait, no, he's obsessed with challenges. That's right.
Where's my challenge? Sam.
My challenge is
If we ever go back to Gilthorpe, we will go track down Sam.
Yeah, he and his 7-inch schlong.
The fact that he and Tekahn.
Question that, Lord.
A party-
Yeah,
we're gonna
of course,
bone.
they
They're
are
gonna
social creatures.
Oh my god, are Tekahn and Sam gonna sword fight? They both have 7-inch peens.
Can we have Matt Pog for this?
Mad Pog.
Matt Pog.
Okay. So that is the end of your guys' watch, and you go to sleep. At this time, Stonk and Slane wake up, and Erik is actually awake at this point too.
Oh, I took a long rest. I get all my spell slots back.
Oh, yes.
I get my one rage that I used back, and also my level of exhaustion is now gone.
You feel a lot better now.
I do, in fact, feel a lot better now.
Okay.
Your eye isn't even twitchy.
Well,
No, it's twitchy.
the eye
still
is twitchy.
Is it less twitchy?
With the rune on it, yeah. But
How long do those things need to be in the oven?
I'm watching time.
Okay. So I can now smell them. So I just...
yeah, so if you've done your watch, feel free to get up from the table.
Yep.
But still be quiet and listen. So, continue.
Do we want to roll first and then do the role playing?
Yeah, might as
And
well.
do you want to give me advantage?
Why would I give you advantage?
Because my perception's a +4.
Yeah, I have dark vision.
Okay.
He does have
Are you going to take the thing off so you have it, or...
Does he know he has dark
Does he
vision
know
yet?
he has dark vision?
I don't think so. You haven't discovered that yet.
Do you want to give me advantage then?
I'll take it off to let it breathe for a little bit. Probably replace the bandages. And I assume during that, I discover...
You will notice that
See?
I will say that the experience is a bit disorienting, and you might be assuming that... I'm not going to say that you're hallucinating, but that your perception is a little wonky, and you're willing to accept that.
This is normal now.
Yeah, this is normal.
And I will roll. Natural 20.
Oh, thank
Ooh.
God, because I only rolled an 8.
That's a 21.
But that's a nat 20, and that's all I care about.
So, would you roll,
With that now.
Slane?
8.
8. So you don't see anything. Stonk, on the other hand, you do notice some rustling in the trees. It does appear that there are some birds around.
Wink, wink.
There are some birds around, but they are not bothering you right now, and you do not feel that they are being threatening. They're just rustling around.
Dumbass birds.
Yeah, they're just being birds.
Alright.
Dumb fucks is what they are. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Dumb flocks. Thank you.
I was trying to figure out a way to like make that joke too, but she beat me to it.
Okay, continue.
So
So Stonk,
yes, Slane.
care to explain to me what happened yesterday when you tried to murder me?
I don't remember trying to murder you, but I do need to apologize for what happened. It wasn't myself. So,
And why was that?
so remember how the woman told us not to look at our reflections?
You looked at your reflection.
Maybe a little bit. And then I might have heard something in my head, and then it kind of faded out.
What does thing say in your head?
I sent it to you if you want to.
Yeah, let me refresh myself.
Before you lied to me about what it is.
Yeah.
Before I bullshit you about what it is, let me make sure I know what it is. Yeah, okay. Said, Hagalaz?
I think I rolled for something about that already.
Yeah.
Did it say anything else?
No, just kept hearing that in my head and then kind of blacked out for a while. But you were there for that.
Roll deception.
I will roll insight, because that...
I can't do better. Deception. At least.
What'd you get? That looks like a very disappointed look.
Oh no, wait.
It was a good one. I can tell.
Oh,
It's
no.
like double digits. Alrighty then.
Dirty 20.
11.
You can tell he's telling the truth, but it's a half-truth.
So, what are you leaving out? I mean, if you expect me to be honest with you with what I find in the book, how can, I not expect you to be honest with me? It's a two-way street.
Two-way street? I don't remember opening up a two-way street for this, but no, I'm pretty sure it was just Hagalaz and then...
What was that? I couldn't quite hear you.
Look, it just said Hagalaz and...
Uh-huh. One more time, I couldn't quite hear you.
Hagalaz and...
Gonna need you to enunciate here, Stonk.
I'll say Erik is awake right now, but he's not participating.
He's going through a lot. We'll get to his trauma later.
Before they said Hagalaz, they also said power is something you must succumb to, let it control you.
So not only did you look at the reflection in the ice, you then listened to the reflection in the ice.
No, I didn't listen to it. I tried to fight it.
Roll.
I need to roll.
Roll.
So-
I was about to say. Above board, I know you didn't try.
Yeah.
You should have gone with the roll. You would have... Oh, wait, no, you rolled the DC, I do remember.
That's not great. It's only a 14. God damn it.
Ooh, yeah, he's... Okay. He's telling the truth now.
Okay. See, was being honest that hard, Stonk?
Very much so. Very much. It was like pulling teeth or losing an eye.
No, I think you replaced your eye. It wasn't just losing it.
Oh yeah, but I lost it. Still gone. I do miss that eye. This one is cooler. Everything looks weird right now.
You're getting double vision of half dark vision, half not.
What do you mean? Everything's weird?
Well, see, if I close my left eye and like put my hand on my face, I'm like, I can actually see
You actually
pretty well.
notice in the darkness it glows.
I can see everything pretty
It
well.
did not glow in sunlight or daylight.
Yeah, exactly.
Stonk?
Mm-hmm. And then if I cover my right eye and I look out my left,
I don't think Stonk's aware that it glows.
if I look out my left, then it's dark,
Mhm.
like before. Like before, I couldn't really see that well in the dark. I had like sort of dark vision. You had to have light though.
Wait a minute.
But then if I look with my right eye, now everything's kind of dimly lit. Wasn't like that before.
I'm supposed to roll this one for disadvantage, but it's fine, isn't it?
Oh.
I don't have dark vision either. It's the other campaign that only
That's
one of us...
fine, that's fine.
I don't have dark vision, and I'm really sad, and I thought I did for a second.
We always forget half things, Josh, so... Also, did Ashari?
Ashari did because of the orc.
Okay.
And I think that's what's throwing me off more than anything else.
Yeah.
Your eye is glowing, by the way.
Ooh, it is?
Yeah. It's,
Oh!
It's giving off enough of a glow where it could very easily be, this is why you have disadvantage when it's open, is because it's red light. Red light is unnatural. Red light sticks out in darkness. Yeah. So you can use it to see in the dark, but you're not going to be able to functionally
Does that mean
see.
I can also see in the light that it's shed?
I will say it is dim light for 5 feet.
Okay.
So, not. For Stonk, a little bit. It does not work as a flashlight.
I beam.
Okay, Cyclops.
Oh no, it's so sad because I can't take off this visor, otherwise I'll kill everyone.
Oh my god, I remember. I hated that. That was the dumbest shit. Okay, moving on.
Sorry, I got Cyclops in my head. So,
That's about all I had.
but I do apologize about grabbing you. I didn't hurt you, did I?
Physically, no. Emotionally, it's not fun being picked up when you aren't expecting it, aren't consenting to it.
Oh yeah, I heard consent was big for you.
Is it not? Eloise, help me. Okay.
Pleasure me, Eloise.
That's not what I was asking for this time.
Honestly, to be fair, I do think the Eloise worshippers would absolutely be like, I'm praying for you, I'm praying for your happiness. I hope someone sends you sex.
It doesn't have to be me, but
But
I
it's
hope
not gonna be
Oh.
me.
Stonk is so miserable, I pray, let him get laid.
Stonk?
Consentingly, of course.
Consensually. That's very important, you see.
And the moral of this session is consent.
Alright.
I also need to apologize to you, Eric. I really did think that if we followed that trail, we'd find, the druid.
Andor?
Yeah, him. And be able to put a stop to it there and then, but, seems he's a bit smarter than I thought.
Yeah.
Well, you're a bit dumber than you thought.
Yeah. He knows how to get to you.
Is what he's saying true?
There was nothing I could have done.
Insight.
Oh god. 9.
Record that one, natural one.
I got a 9. I don't think that's gonna get me much either.
Yeah, so with both of your guys' rolls, I would say that you aren't necessarily able to tell, but because you rolled low, it seems genuine.
I believe there was nothing that could have been done.
Nothing he could have done.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What happened?
Back when I was young, Andor wasn't nearly as bad. He always caused problems, but generally wasn't involved. But one day, he made a friend. There's nothing I could have done. I had to watch.
What happened?
Who was the friend?
A woman, also from the forest. I don't know how they met or what happened, but she was vengeful, and he took after her. And then my father took her from him. My father spent years trying to hunt him down. Tens and dozens of people died because of it. The second I took charge, I called it all off. I'm too much of a coward to fight him. Let less people die if we don't get involved. There was nothing I could have done. She was a fae.
Uh-oh. No. Faye. What have you done, Erik? What hell have you wrought upon us?
Are you saying that in character?
No, I'm saying that out of character.
Oh, God.
Stonk would never say something so crass. Yeah, I know you would.
It's
but
probably
you're
for the best that you're the one who's asleep right now.
I was just a boy. I guess he held it against me.
I don't think he necessarily holds it against you.
Can you make a deception check on that?
How do I make this not sound as assholey as I'm about to? You know what? I'm just gonna give in to the assholeness that's about to come out. He's still mad at your father. And since he can't take his anger out on your father, the saying goes, the sins of the father passed down to the son.
I am not my father.
But in Andor's
In Andor's mind, I watched his wife burn and did nothing. He has made my life ever since I was that boy hell. He does not want to see me die. He wants to see me suffer. And now, he's on to all of you too. So congratulations, you're gonna have to deal with it now too. Let's hope you don't have a family for him to kill.
Nope.
They died off long ago.
He kills Lawrence with his daughter sleeping right next to him.
You're breaking the news to him. Thank
I
you.
ain't breaking news, no.
My father called for her to be burned in front of everybody, the whole town. He made him watch. I must have only been 8 or 9.
So don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say.
Oh, I'm really debating asking this question.
Go for it.
Do it.
Ask away.
Do it.
Do it.
It's gonna sound so stupid.
Do it. Do it.
If you don't mind my asking, this eye, what does it have to do with the druid? If anything. Thought.
Fuck if I know. He's always planning and doing something. Whatever it was, he had some use for it. And now you've taken away what's his. So I guess we have something in common now, Stonk.
Well, I mean, not technically. As you pointed out, it was not you who took away his wife, it was your father, so.
And from what it sounds like, it was the voice in your head that took the eye and not you. He also rolled low on the insight.
Yes. That is true. I'd like to find out whoever is in my head. I'd like to give them a piece of my mind.
I think
I
you
think they have
literally did.
more than a piece of your mind.
I think they quite literally do.
I have a piece of their mind.
No, they have a piece of your mind.
No. I had a piece of their mind.
So they chewed you out.
What?
If they had if they have,
No.
if you have a piece of their mind,
No,
that
I
means,
literally consumed a piece of their mind.
Oh, so you took it.
Yes.
That makes it 10 times worse, Stonk.
No, not the druid. I didn't take that. No, the other thing. The one that wanted the... This is getting way too confusing. I'm going to bed again.
No, we're on watch, so we actually have to wake everyone up now, so...
Then you can wake them up.
I'm taking a nap, good night.
At the end of his watch, he takes another nap.
Very tired. I hit exhaustion points.
Yeah, well, you know what? That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, well, now it's not my problem anymore, because I got a long rest.
Erik gets up and back into the cart and pulls from his side his short sword and just kind of begins looking at it. And that's where we're going to end.
Seppuku!
No.
All
The
right.
druid wouldn't let him die, according to that.
All right. Any final words before we say goodbye and wrap up?
The moral of this story,
Don't
consent.
Get married.
Don't get married.
Get married.
I mean, that too, of course, but consent.